Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dime Party Void Barons, a weekly Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader game with me and my friends. It's the sleepy hour of 2 a.m. right here in Poland, and everyone I know is in bed, except for these motherfuckers who aren't.
It's
Let me
'cause I don't
introduce
live in
them.
Poland.
Because they're not living in Poland. Spooky. Up first is the spookiest, scariest skeleton I know of, Mr. Eugene. How you doing, sir?
You would have to, like, burrow through several layers of hibernational fat to get to my skeleton to confirm that it is indeed spooky.
Nice.
But I appreciate you looking deep within me. I just wanted to start. I just wanted to start the day with saying that I appreciate that about you.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But yeah, no, I don't live in Poland, so it's not 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm just, in a constant state of always tired.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm
yeah,
I'm in a proverbial state of like, my body is like, when was the last time we actually slept? So, I know that.
Yeah. Anyway, hey everybody, I'm Eugene. I'm looking forward to this week. As I do every week, it is a hoot and or a holler to be with these gentlemen. I really hope that my NPC does not end up on the chopping block. I know that I will not send my NPCs to go see Dread Captain Kills a Lot. R.I.P. Can Man. Yeah. So I finally beat in the for the king. Fluff that game. It's a great game, but fluff that game. And it's.
Are you saying fuck that game, or are you just being cute? I don't understand.
Yes, that is what I'm saying. It good game, but its economy makes no sense. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to save the world from chaos and devastation. And so every time I get closer to doing that task, the price of all healing items goes up exponentially. It starts the game, healing item starts at 8 gold. End of the game, 300 gold. That
supply
is
and demand.
That's stupid kind of inflation.
That's adventurer. That's adventurers living in your world kind of inflation.
All the adventurers died. It's just common people that we're throwing at the enemy over and over again. We're literally Zap Brannigan our way through this game.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why healing potions are so valuable.
That what? That's fair. That's fair. Though a game did come out today that I didn't get a chance to play, but I'm very excited about, called Plague Road. I backed it on the Kickstarter of things, so I hope that it is not terrible like many things I have backed on the Kickstarter thing.
Okay.
Anyway,
what is it about?
Sorry, that's me.
What is it about?
It's the general concept is you play a plague doctor who is going back into a town that has been sealed because of dark forces and plague, and you're gonna go save the day with your plague doctor-ishness. It's a kind of a tactical RPG with roguelike elements.
The screen is really cluttered.
Yes.
It looks like there's a lot of things happening there.
They may have gone a little bit
very colorful, but not like bright. It's
an interesting art style.
Mm-hmm.
But I am looking forward to it.
I will say no more then.
Well, no, I mean I have the same reservations you do. Their original artwork and drawings were a little bit darker, a little less cluttered.
Yeah.
I'm especially worried because they're planning on putting this out on the PS Vita. So imagine all of that going on a very tiny screen. So I mean, it's also coming out on Steam and such. It's just, we'll see. I'll let you know next week.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Tuxtradamus is up next. What up, sir? How you been?
Hey everybody, I've been okay. Let's see. I don't think much happened over the last week. We moved one of my shows because of scheduling stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had our first new time episode, and that went pretty well.
Yeah. So all the audience and stuff like that are on board with the move.
Yeah. People come over to watch the new one. I need to get it on YouTube actually. I'm terrible with VODs for some reason. I'm just like, I'll get to it, and then I never get to it. And I'm like, oh hey, it's been a week. I need to get VODs up. I need to get way better at that because I'm terrible at it right now. But yeah, I need to get the VODs up for that. But besides that, everything's going pretty well. Let's see. Oh, we're planning for our new thing here, which should be cool. Our world of dark things.
You mean? Yep. The World of Dark. That vote is going so well, by the way. I think we've had.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see it's like people are actually like pretty passionate about their stuff. There's a lot of votes there.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of votes there.
Mm-hmm.
We've had more than 140 votes in the poll, so
Very nice.
it's getting there for sure. We're gonna announce them probably Friday, I think, when that's where we're gonna cut it off. Or maybe next Monday. I don't know. We'll see.
Sounds good.
But yeah, but then we have the first episode of that show. We're going to be making live on June 5th. So not next week, but the week after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, should be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It's that one's gonna be weird because I've never played that system and it looks weird. It's different.
Yeah.
So yeah, be cool. But yeah, that's about it for me. And just stuff and stuff.
Nice. Mr. Floof Knight, what up, sir? How you doing?
Hello. I know it's been so long since you guys seen me yesterday. Nothing's changed since yesterday besides the fact that one great saga has ended, but another is starting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens today. And the future of Can Man is undecided.
Ooh, wait. Oh yeah, I do remember you saying something about that.
Wait, what? I killed him.
Not
We have
everything
killed
you
his body,
kill.
but you can't
remains-
kill his legend.
Okay, I don't care about legends.
You just want to ruin everyone's fun.
Legends can't. You sent him to me.
But that doesn't mean you have to. We've been over this wreckage. Just because
You
I
made
send
a
someone
choice.
to your door doesn't mean you have to kill
You
them.
did make a choice to increase.
Dave made a choice too.
Yes,
I won't
but-
accept full responsibility for this.
You should.
No, I
You're
won't.
the captain. That's your job.
No,
Bam.
no. My job is to kill people whose fault it is.
All right. Well, Wreckage, introduce yourself now, man. Jeez.
I am Dr. Wreckage. I play Briggs, the captain, on this show. I am a man. I am also looking forward to the World of Darkness game, which I will be GMing. And I have quite a lot of experience with World of Darkness. So hopefully I can make Tux's transition into this weird system as pleasant as possible. I have been playing video games. I have been playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds still, quite good at it. I'm currently gonna break the top 50,000, and gonna keep heading up. Gonna keep heading up the statistical ladder.
Are you playing EU, NA?
NA. I live in NA, which
I know, but they're very different servers. So.
the I've played a couple other games also. I started Prey, which is a favorite of Dave's. So kind to loan me his library that I might try it. I've made it pretty deep into the, well, I wouldn't say that. I've made it past the first sort of story point, I guess. There aren't really like chapters. There aren't really like levels. There's areas. It hasn't grabbed me yet. I'm gonna keep playing it. I'm really impressed with the quality of its production, but the actual gameplay hasn't grabbed me yet.
Man, I wish Neo was on the PC. I'd make all you motherfuckers play Neo. Like, I'd be like, hey guys, let's go play Neo. I mean, that's what you really need to do. Just go play that fucking game.
Oh no, I have to play a Dark Souls game. Oh god, whatever shall I do?
Dude, it's hardly a Dark Souls game. It's
when I'm not sure what you would call that genre of game.
action RPG.
Then oh no, an action RPG.
A difficult game?
It's not difficult. I mean, I beat it, so I would consider the Surge a difficult game only because it enjoys just being a real fucking cunt with the damage levels that it comes across. But
Can you call it difficult when like dying is part of the point of playing it?
I mean, I would say that's the case in things like Demon Souls, right? Where death is actually a consequence for the world. Like, you need to, like, alter the world connection. I fucking forget what they called it. But if you die a lot in Demon Souls, the world changes and you get different loot and shit. Everything else after that point, I wouldn't really say death is a part of the game.
I think a sort of crucial part of Dark Souls, if we're going to start calling games Dark Souls-like, which everyone started doing, is that death never puts you in a position where you can't keep playing. There's consequences for death, but death is, you can throw yourself at a problem however many times you want. And the death isn't it's the fail state of the attempt, but not of the entire game.
I mean, that's most video games, though, unless you're playing something like a roguelike.
Well, you can, I mean, yeah. Most games are a little bit more forgiving with, like, save state, quick saves, and etc.
I don't know, I've played some really fucked up RPGs where you lose fucking an hour's worth of, like, progress on a boss because you died. You know, like, there's always just answers to the rules that make no sense, but anyway, Sheepdog, introduce yourself, man.
Hi guys, I'm Sheepdog, and I'll be GMing today for Rogue Trader Void Barons. What have I been doing? I've been playing Warshift, which is...
That's a fucking weird game where you jump into the perspective of things, right?
Yeah. I was really quite interested for it because it seemed kind of good. It turns out I'm shit at it, and it's super micromanagey, which I'm terrible at. So every time I'm like, I'm just gonna go over here and build something, and then I go back to my base, and my base has been destroyed. So, yeah, that's a interesting game. It seems alright, but I'm just not good at it. So, also, I went back to We Happy Few recently, actually earlier today.
Nice.
Which they've improved on, and they've added some stuff in. It's quite interesting. And I played Overgrowth as well. Weirdly enough, I was kind of
I haven't seen how much David has added to that game for a while now.
It's kind of got a campaign. It basically switches between cutscenes. You know, you walk up to a random character, it cutscenes, then it loads, and you have a fight, and then it loads, and yeah. So there's kind of a story there and stuff. It's interesting, but the actual fighting hasn't changed too much, except for they have like bow staffs now, which are fucking OP and kill me every time.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Fucking. I was really interested in that game when they did the E3 thing for that, but that game is so much more different than what I thought it would be. It's like, I don't know if I'm interested in that anymore. So
it's decent. The combat is a little too breakneck speed, So like, there's not. It's either spam or just keep going until you win, kind of thing. So it's all right. It's kind of fun, but it's honestly not. It's not amazing. I wouldn't
All
say.
right, let me ask everyone here a question. Who here has played a Fire Emblem game and the mobile one doesn't count?
I have played many Fire Emblem games.
I have played none.
Have you played the latest one? The Echoes, Shadows of Valentria.
No, I have not. Was that the one you were playing the other day?
Yeah, this is a brand new one. Came out on 3DS a couple of days ago. It's a good game. Having a lot of fun with it. I would say it's considerably easier than any Fire Emblem game I've ever played. Like,
Yeah, I heard they changed up the formula a little bit.
no, the formula is still the same. It's
Okay.
in Awakening, it's more about like progressing as a unit and like, you know, taking your hits where they come.
Yeah.
And you take a lot of hits in that game, right? You take a shitload of hits. And
unavoidable damage.
Unavoidable damage, especially if you're playing on classic mode. You're just like, fuck, dude, I can't progress this game, like, whatever. In this one, they have a mechanic to turn back time. That can't, like I've been playing for maybe 7 hours, and I've got the ability to turn back 5 times. And when I say turn back time 5 times, you can just go like boop, 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 back until like you start your turn again, then you try something else. Luckily, in a lot of cases, the RNG doesn't change if you do the exact same thing. So if you get a crit with a character on an enemy and you do it again in the exact same place, you'll get a crit with a character. But when it comes to things like, you know, trying to make all the characters survive in classic mode, it's considerably easy because of the fact that you can just rewind time. But
yeah, I mean that way you don't get punished. Like, don't get me wrong, there's been a number of times when I've been playing a Fire Emblem game and like I've clicked the button and ended my turn too soon, or not realized, oh crap, I just put a flyer in bow range or whatever, and have lost that character and have, you know, done the, well, do I keep playing having lost that character? Do I turn off the damn system and try it again and hide my shame and never tell anybody?
So it's like an in-game save scum mechanic?
Yeah, I mean, that's what it sounds like.
I think they just wanted to reduce...
Sure I'm okay with that.
I think they just wanted to reduce people playing classic mode, but then like resetting at the start.
You already put non-classic mode in, like...
But you know, the time travel mechanic's still in non-classic mode too. So.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, if you don't want to play classic mode, for the last several iterations of the Fire Emblem games, they've given you a non-permadeath mode.
Casual mode, yeah.
Yeah, they gave you casual mode, so why make classic mode less difficult? That seems silly.
But the other thing they've changed too, which I agree with, the bows are now not just like one space overhead of an enemy. Bows are fucking anus destroying across the map like sniper shots. It's fucking nuts.
Oh,
dude.
They increased the range on arrows?
Oh my god, did they increase the range on arrows? And you can be like fucking a diagonal from someone, and it's just like it's fucking nuts, dude. It's kind of nuts how far you can shoot them.
That seems a little ridiculous, considering that, I mean, arrows can essentially one-shot flyers, and...
Well, they removed a lot of that now, so like you have to have a particular bow that's good at hitting flyers. Like, it's all down to weapon stats and stuff. Okay,
so bows are just not inherently good against flyers anymore.
Yeah, so it depends on the weapon and the skills that people have and stuff like that. It's not bad. I think they're taking a lot of like hits from the mobile game, and they're like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense, and they made some changes and stuff. So it's a more casual experience, which is kind of funny because it's a remake of like one of the hardest Fire Emblem games I've ever released.
I noticed that you had Alm running around there.
Yeah, Alm is in there, and Silentria and stuff like that, and it's like, what? Okay. It's like,
is there a breeding mechanic?
I haven't found it yet, if there is, but a lot of people are like talking about how they like this guy on the battlefield and shit. So I'm like, I hope they bring it back in, because I wanna be like, all right, you two, fuck. You know, like...
Well, I mean, the last couple of games have literally been like, okay, I got to keep everybody alive. so I can make this dude bone that chick to get this kid.
Yeah.
And like you go down like this giant map of like genetics of like which traits you want, like what level you want them to be when you pass them on.
Yep.
And I've spent a ridiculous amount of time breeding people in Fire Emblem games.
So
It's a
Awakening was really fucking deep and mechanic wise. I don't know if this has the same depth. That's what I'm worried about, but we'll see. We'll keep playing. Anyway, I think that's enough willy washing. Let's get into the game. Sheepdog, wash my willy.
Okay. Sorry, I wasn't expecting that intro. All right, so I believe you guys have just you did your navigation roll.
Oh yeah, we moved, didn't we?
So you guys were moving when Canman got unfortunately.
Oh yeah. My navigation roll succeeded, wherever the hell we were going.
Yeah, you guys are going down to Grace. Like.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're gonna Exterminatus to the planet. Nah, I recall.
So, before you guys get to Grace, Mersim, give me a Medicaid roll.
Medicaid. Where did I put that?
I believe Mersim's been studying the human anatomy a little bit.
I have a little bit. Let's see, how's I do?
This Medicaid roll wouldn't happen to be for somebody that we jettisoned into space, would it?
No. No, you didn't jettison him into space, so. I mean,
Remember,
you did. But
We just sent a can into space.
Okay, so that's exactly on the money.
Exactly on the money.
Do you want to use a fate point to add a degree of success?
I'll say for this one, like I'm basically going by, you know, so what you're doing here with this Medicaid roll is you're trying to figure out what damage has been done and what needs to be, you know, repaired, what needs to be, you know, kind of just a basic overview.
Well, I do believe he has a giant hole in his head.
Death, bullet to the head.
Some people just can't take that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so give me a also tech use roll. I believe you have your own bonuses and stuff for that.
Yeah.
So.
5.8.
Hell yeah. Okay, so
Well, you used both your good rolls today. You're never gonna roll good for the rest of the.
I did. Yeah. I hope there's nothing important for the rest of the game.
Mhm.
would there be?
Nah.
So okay, I'm gonna give you options here. What would you like to do with Canman's body? Would you like to turn him into a servo skull, or would you like to turn him into a servitor, or would you like to turn him into your own personal battle servitor? You can do any of these.
All right. Servo skull's like a floating skull, yeah.
Yeah, one of those floating skulls.
And servitors are what? A robot?
Like a cyborg slave, kind of.
Yeah.
Their brains are empty, but they can follow commands.
And
they're still fleshy.
And what's a personal battle servitor? I guess a
Instead
dude
of
with a
like hands and
chainsaw.
tools, they have swords, basically.
Yeah, they have chainswords and guns and. You know.
Okay, that makes sense.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the battle servitor.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
you're twisting my arm here. Does the can man get like a gun that shoots small cans that look like bullets?
It's up to Mersim. But, like,
Maybe
it's up to what
that's a great idea.
Mersim gives him.
He doesn't have a
So-
soul anymore.
No soul.
Why does it matter?
I mean, he's not.
just meat.
He's not heretical anymore.
Well, it's not heretical.
He's been expunged. You've done your job, Captain. You expunged all the
Yeah, I
heresy
know.
out of his meat hole.
Yeah, you're right.
So, like, for those who are wondering, like, the kind of battle servitor was if he got a really high degree of success, you know, basically, like, yeah, I can turn this guy. So, I think for the foreseeable future, this will be a side project for Mersim, because you do have other, you know, duties and things.
Yeah.
But I think
Exterminatus.
yeah. You have the knowledge and you have the parts necessary to basically turn him into a battle servitor. So if you wanna every now and then just jump in or you know I'll prompt you and you just say like what kind of stuff you want to attach to him, have a look at gear and this kind of thing. Just you know go with whatever you want really. And
So basically, I have like a workbench with his meat body just laying on top of it and like parts
Yeah.
strewn about. When I get the chance, I'm like, oh yeah, I should probably install this pardon.
Do you like
Yeah.
do you like put him in a freezer when you're not working on him? Like, how does that work?
Oh, I work in a freezer. It's a freezer. Because I know that much that meat will spoil.
So I'm just gonna add in a new character called Canbot.
Canbot.
Can man, but like replace the A in man with an @ symbol.
Okay, so I haven't got anything on there, but if you just kind of add to that, I'll put him in the just in the NPC part with Lucky Johnson and Core Chopper and everyone. So
Wow, Lucky Johnson. My God, where is that guy? Is he dead?
no,
He's lucky.
he's Lucky Johnson. Where would he be? He'd probably be hanging around the bridge, I would imagine. Getting in people's way and just
Is that the
generally-
one that Blur wants to fuck and eat?
No, that's the cabin boy.
Which one was Lucky
Just
Johnson?
eat.
Just eat.
Just eat.
Just eat.
Which one was what?
Which one was Lucky
Blur,
Johnson?
Blur has her own bitch, but that's not Lucky Johnson.
That one. I'm trying to keep track of all my NPCs. That one was the captive who he was part of the explosive crew.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah,
How could I
and
forget?
I assume if he is still alive, Blur, is he still alive?
I think so.
I mean, most of him
Did
is
you,
still
like-
alive.
Did you like?
Last
put
I
him in-
checked.
Did you put him in a closet somewhere and just forget about him? And you're
Have
like,
you been watering him?
I forgot to feed Sparky.
That's like that surprise gift you get for your kid when they come home from their graduation, but they never make it back home from graduation. So the dog is still in like that little exploding balloon.
Oh
thing
shit! I forgot to put holes in the box.
That you that you never took down because you didn't want to like be reminded of your son's death, and this dog just dies in this fucking gift basket.
Wow. I'm gonna need you to
What
stop.
do you mean? That's just like this thing that we all know. Like you waltzed into that like we would all.
Come
relate
on,
to
it's
that
like a
story.
fucking. It's almost like a meme that happens on any sort of animated TV show ever.
Henry, we're not playing Night City anymore.
Oh, okay,
I'm-
sorry.
Turn
just-
it down. Turn it down.
He started it really relatable, and he just kept going until it was just like, I feel horribly uncomfortable just hearing this.
I mean, I can GM games, guys. You know, like, don't tell me I can't. You know, that's all I'm
Remember
saying.
that
That's all
time
I'm
where we
saying.
had a giant orgy on the bridge
That wasn't my
with
fault.
a throat agent and a
That-
lizard lady?
That wasn't on the bridge. That is.
It was.
You're goddamn right. It wasn't on the
in
bridge.
her hiding hole,
Adjacent.
which is on the bridge.
The hidey
You know
hole
that
is
scene
A,
in
not on the
scene
bridge.
in Shaun of the Dead when he's walking through the supermarket after the zombies attacks, but he hasn't noticed the zombies attacks.
Oh,
and
he's got the cornetto.
yeah, and he slips on the blood. I imagine that's what it's like now in the bridge, except the blood is something else.
It's not on the bridge. Blur's hidey hole is not on the bridge.
Blur has a hiding
Next
hole
to
on the
the
bridge.
It may be close. It's not on the bridge.
It's bridge adjacent.
You you go into the bridge, you just get hit with a wafting smell. And you're just like,
I could imagine Briggs like with a cornetto wandering through the bridge, like just not noticing as there's a huge orgy going on behind him. Just kind of like.
I mean,
Are
he
you
notices.
kidding? I would smell the heresy.
So
Orgies are not heretical.
to get back to where we were.
I forgot where we were.
I
Mercy.
went to go purge a planet from heresy.
Right.
I don't understand how I mention an NPC in our game, and it goes to orgies and pet killing.
Well,
It's
well,
like,
to be honest, I was just reminding the audience of a thing that happened
yeah,
that I didn't want them to forget.
I doubt that many of the audience forget much of what happens on this show. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
Or
okay.
they blot it out of their memory. You know, either or.
Hmm.
Bleach is great, guys. If you want to forget things.
I love Bleach.
So, Mersim, if you want to, just in your own time, go through the war gear and, like the different things you might be able to attach to it, like augment him.
Oh my god, he's like a giant miniature for you.
Yeah, he basically is a giant miniature.
Perfect.
A giant miniature.
Space hamster.
I know. What if I make him even bigger, gorilla-sized, and put a minigun on his back?
Ooh, I like it. That's original. No one's ever done that before.
I mean, it would probably be an autocannon, most likely. I'd say it would take quite a few successful tech rolls, but I would allow that.
Perfect.
Okay. So,
my very own giant battle can gorilla man.
don't say I don't give you guys toys. You basically all have toys at this point. So yeah, you guys.
I'm a fuckboy fucking orc.
And you got Hans as well.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
spitting image of the captain. You know, I use for my
No,
nefarious
Nope, we
purposes.
added dimples.
Yeah, you added dimples.
If I close my eyes and squint hard enough, it's the captain. That's all that matters.
Just draw a mustache on the mirror.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
you guys get to Grace without problem. Come out of the warp on the edge of the system.
Nice.
As always, Ad and I rolled ridiculously well on the bad shit happens, so nothing bad.
Eventually, we're gonna have fun in space again, guys. It's gonna happen. Like,
You had
We're about to have fun in
battle.
space.
You had
We're
a
about
space
to destroy a
battle,
planet.
like, 2 episodes ago.
when I say fun in space, I mean like.
I mean, I rolled a demon incursion. I mean, what else do you want from me?
I want
Dave is impossible to please.
Oh my god.
I want
Let's
another
go
demon.
start our
incursion.
own game with blackjack and hookers.
Fuck him.
But that would be a game that Henley would want to be a
Look,
part
this
of.
this game is about tables, right? Both myself and Eugene's characters have made it very clear that fuck tables.
Yeah, no, the two characters who are supposed to roll on the tables of bad things, both of them have a trait that is like basically fuck this table for the most part.
Yep. But I did it accidentally, and Eugene did it on purpose. So like, yeah, please continue. I'm sorry.
It's cool. It's very valid. So you guys come out of warp, and you're basically, you're on the edge of the system. You know Grace. You've been here before. You can clearly see a fairly large Imperial ship with other bits and craps around it. You're fairly far out, so you can't see much. What do you want to do? I assume head towards them.
No. Why would we do that? We're going to space telephone them.
All right. That would be Harmony.
I know.
Okay.
So I get called to the bridge, I assume.
Yes. Well, you were probably already here since we were going to drop out and we knew that it was going to happen.
I walk in like, what are we doing?
We're about to blow up a planet, but first we need to patch our Inquisitor friend into his little, fleet.
Oh, okay. One moment, and I'm like, start searching for the signal. And I was like, okay, I got him on the line. What would you like to say, Inquisitor?
Okay, so you're basically patching the Inquisitor through.
Yeah. Do I need to make a roll?
No. It's I'd assume like any details he needed to give you would be easily given.
Yeah, hand
He'd
waved.
have the details and that stuff. So
Sure.
this is a fairly simple thing, unless you want to roll just to see if you get a double.
Don't tempt me.
Get sidetracked by another demon incursion. That'd be fun.
Fuck yeah.
Basically, this is all kind of very standard, quick conversation. The Inquisitor basically relays the information.
No. Let's be clear. It's a difficult conversation because he's like, Yeah, just tell him. I'm just like, the Inquisitor wishes to tell you, and I'm like, it's that whole thing.
You want to do your talking while they're talking?
Yeah.
Okay. So it takes double the time it's supposed to because Harmony's
A piece of shit. Yeah.
Method of translation is frustrating at best and rage-inducing at worst. He basically just he's still in charge. If he is a traitor, if he's been called a heretic, if he's been ripped out of power, whatever, no one knows this yet. If it has indeed happened, it takes time for these things for word to spread, kind of. So it's very easy for him to basically, reassume command and get everything organized. And after that's done, he just turns to Briggs and says, "Okay, if you wouldn't mind, Captain, take us in. Everything's organized."
Get in there.
Do Harmony and I feel anything weird about the warp in this area?
I mean, you can roll a sign of science if you like.
I would like.
I love rolling dice in this game.
Any bonuses?
Yep.
-1 degrees is... What?
I did a thing.
You've rolled a 6.
Well, I mean, that's the lowest we're going
Talk
to see.
about throwing away the good rolls. No.
The roll doesn't matter, so I can succeed it.
Yes. So, no, there's no, there's nothing extra interesting. I mean, obviously, you are aware that there is a Slanishi uprising on the planet, and there are also orcs and Imperial Guard also fighting on that planet. So, obviously, there's a little bit of, increased psychic turmoil.
Oh, I remember what we're doing now.
It's expected psychic turmoil, so there's nothing to be worried about.
No, nothing crazy going on.
No.
All right, Captain, do you thing.
What am I supposed to be doing?
Taking us
Taking us into the planet, Captain.
Oh, did the Imperial contact his fleet?
Yep.
Yes, Captain.
This is so incredible. Right, so we're gonna blow it up. Well, wait, they have to evacuate the planet first. Are they doing that?
They've started, yeah.
All right, well.
Fuck
Blur,
it, start the blowing up process.
Hey,
Put some
Take us
fire
in.
under there.
nice and easy. No rush. Give them plenty of time to disembark from the planet.
So yeah, it's easy run in. There's in this system, there's not really anything to worry about. There's no huge amount of warp or evil chaos spaceships or anything like that. Just a planet with a whole load of orcs and cultists on it. It takes you a few hours, 3 or 4, and by the time you get in, the majority of the planet has been evacuated, and the Inquisitor pretty much turns to Briggs and says, "I do appreciate your helps, Captain Briggs. You've been more than accommodating during this difficult time."
He thinks back to his time inside of Blur. When he says accommodating.
That wasn't him, dude.
I like to believe it was.
Okay.
But it wasn't. So let's move on. Yes, of course. Hospitality.
So if you'd like to join in the Exterminatus, that would be much appreciated. You have a very powerful ship, and I believe I will assist you because of your help. I'll assist you, and I'll transport the Imperial regiments to your planet, the planet you wish them to be dropped on.
Right, yes, of course.
Well, gentlemen, I will retire back to my flagship, and I will leave my throne agent, and I believe I can't remember what his title is. I will leave my throne agent and engineer Belisarius with you to do as you wish for now. And then he, obviously there's some pomp and ceremony, I imagine. Captain.
Chest beatings and face licking.
Standard.
Yeah, the blessings and the ointment and all that, right? Yeah, sure.
Probably walk him through the chapel as well, just to be like, look at Emperor. Ooh, yay.
Yeah, let's give by the Emperor. Blessings be whatever. Mersim,
Captain.
coordinate with the other ships in the fleet for the to contribute to the Exterminatus. Let's make sure we get everything down there.
Oh, goody. Something fun, finally.
Yes.
Right on it.
In fact, I highly encourage everybody who wants to de-stress, take control of a gun or two, point it randomly at the planet, just have a good time.
You've obviously never met me before, Captain.
I don't know what you're implying there, Harmony.
I have my own ways of de-stressing that doesn't involve blowing up an entire planet.
So you're telling me that just because occasionally you suck and fuck, you don't want to shoot a giant ass gun at a planet and just go crazy?
I can't say that I've ever enjoyed shooting a man, let alone hundreds of thousands of them.
You blew up a ship.
Yeah, but no, I didn't do that.
Yeah, you did.
That was someone else who did that on my behalf.
No, you did it.
I'm pretty sure he blew himself up.
I mean, he did after you told him to.
I
Psychers
simply
don't kill people. Psychers just convince them to go blow themselves up, killing millions.
That's it. It had nothing to do.
You're like Batman.
Exactly. I just push
Batman
people
never
off
kills
buildings.
anyone. Batman never kills anyone. It's falling from a 10-story building that kills them.
Or the traumatic brain injury.
Right. But Batman never killed them.
Sometimes it's the bullets.
Batman never ruins anyone's life with
It's everything
mental or
completely
physical
fine.
damage.
You took my parents, and now I'm going to take yours. I mean,
It's guns.
You know
don't
what I
kill
mean.
People. I kill people with guns.
So, the ships in the fleet. There's quite a few like very small raider types, and then there's a really big kind of flagship. It's probably about the same size of yours ish. You're not competitive, so you're not trying to compare length or anything there, but similar.
does Thief Stealer, wish himself out? Thief Snatcher, sorry, wish himself out of existence again, and then just survives this.
Do you want to roll it? Would you like to? Okay, so let's do this. Would any of you who played orcs like to roll to see if your character survives?
Sure, man. They could just be floating through space. I mean, I don't mind that.
Can I roll to make sure that we do a sufficient job that nothing survives down there?
I mean, Exterminatus does tend to be like total destruction, which is why I'm only giving the. It depends how well you roll as well.
So is this a D100? Just a random D100?
Yeah, let's go random D100.
All right.
Wait, before we roll a random D100, are we doing high or low is good?
Low is good.
Low is good. Wait, this isn't some fucking Eugene fucking backward ass character, okay?
Oh god, I forgot my orc's name.
Your orc's name.
Dead Ansem.
Dead Ansem. Yeah. That's right. Oh come on, please live, Ansem, live.
Hey!
Oh, hell yeah. Ansem.
God damn it!
Oh,
I should have rolled first. I
don't want Handsome to survive. I want to make sure everything down there dies. How can I?
Let us assume that Ansem wasn't here for the Exterminatus. He had already left the planet for another mission. Because he was sent originally for a scouting mission, so it would make sense that he could have possibly left before the Exterminatus.
So, let's say
and your 94 does not do it.
Let's say in true Thief Snatcher form, he isn't killed by the Exterminatus. He sees it coming, and he decides to hide. And he hides so well, he does actually blink himself out of existence.
He no longer exists.
I like the idea that there's just an orc walking around behind enemy lines and literally no one sees him. He's just like, where am I? Who am I? And no one fucking pays attention to him.
And in a shopping mart in downtown in like bumblefuck nowhere, Connecticut, something appears. He just like appears in a different reality.
In a parallel universe.
Mm.
Yep, and
There's
that's how
an
the
anime
orcs.
in which
That's
an
how
orc appears.
that's how the first orcs in World of Warcraft show up.
Ah, yes.
They're not fungal.
Exactly. And he comes out of nothingness. Yeah.
I think if we proved anything, it's that whatever Thief Snatcher believes he is, it's what he is.
If he believes he's a real if he believes he has real mountain, real body parts, then that's what he does. So yeah.
So yeah, do you want your character Tux to survive? I believe you were. Okay, so he's dead.
Oh, rip.
And so the only survivor, having been called off by Brainshagger, because he did so well in the first mission. You know, he didn't want him on the planet. Like, you know, his job was done there. Dead Ansem survives, and he is somewhere in the universe. Congratulations, Dead Ansem. So yeah, you guys have been positioned over a specific part of the planet. Basically, you know, just for the fun of it, it is pretty much where your orc counterparts were creating havoc and making impossible bombs. You know, it's mostly an orc side of the planet. Would anyone wanting to assist with the Exterminatus please roll me ballistic skill?
Ah, yes. Ballistics. I believe mine is plus.
Any modifiers?
No, just straight up.
So what happens? I have a question for you.
I'll bump that with the fate point to the just up to
Yes.
with 10. Yeah.
So I have a question for you, Sheepdog. In the world of like psychic anomalies, is removing a planet from existence due to extreme force something that like changes the warp or whatever around it? Like how does it?
It happens daily in 40k. Well, not daily, but Exterminatus is basically like, we don't have the manpower we want, or maybe even like the presence we want on a planet. There's heresy here, so we just destroy it. It's basically like, if we can't have it, no one else can.
But it's not like there's not like some eternal ethereal being that's just like, I'm getting kind of frustrated here. They keep blowing up planets.
Honestly, if this was someone else, maybe like a different Chaos God, then possibly Slaanesh is not usually too frustrated. You know, Slaanesh is very like fuck and drink and drugs.
So there's never been in the history of Warhammer 40k when they blow up a planet that demons are like, hey, assholes, don't do that, and then like makes a black hole somewhere.
Usually, if like the cultists are having a hard time taking over, sometimes the Chaos Gods will just spew forth demons from the.
So it's not like Star Wars where everyone's like, I feel a disturbance in the force. Someone took another planet. It's like,
No,
I mean,
fuck
it, it's Tuesday.
Yeah. It is a lot more like that. Like, you know, the death toll on that planet is probably in the 100 millions at this point. So.
Okay, good to know.
Just a little bit more.
Sometimes I forget that this game was made by a 12-year-old, so like it's.
It's fine.
The numbers you end up dealing with in the Warhammer 40k universe are kind of ridiculous.
I mean,
It basically comes down to, are those deaths for a specific purpose? If yes, then effect. If no, no effect. So because we're not sacrificing them, trying to call the attention of a Chaos God, the death just doesn't matter.
Speak for yourself.
Well,
So,
praying to
honestly,
Slaanesh and say,
if Blur was sitting at the helm going, for corn, I murder you for corn, then we would be talking a whole different thing here. Also, the captain would shoot her in the face.
Yes.
So
I wonder how many problems people have had when they accidentally preyed a corn, but while eating corn flakes. You know, like...
I love corn. What'd you say?
yeah, like...
No, my cereal.
I love corn flakes.
Welcome to chaos, my son. No, I don't want to be chaos. I just like the delicious crunch of cornflakes.
You have no idea how many demon princes have been made because of that mistake.
I like how we're in our hypothetical joke. We're like corn flakes, but nobody is proposing that someone could like corn.
Yeah, I mean,
No.
on farming planets, Jesus, there's corruption everywhere.
yeah, it's like...
someone mentions.
Well,
corn.
I've been seeding my corn for a long time now.
Or was it like that time that we renamed French fries Freedom Fries? Is corn now like Emperor pellets?
I love me some of them golden emperor pellets.
Fresh off the cob.
Who wants some pop emperor pellets?
Pop pellets.
I like
That
Emperor
3
pellets
times
in
as
my
much
mashed
salt.
potatoes.
We could just
Don't
call
you
it
mean
maize.
popcorn? God damn it!
Old
pellets.
man
We
popcorn.
pop the pellets. We pop the Emperor's pellets.
Oh,
So-
Jesus.
I'm gonna say, because of those rolls, you guys successfully bombard for a couple of hours, let's say like 3 hours. It's basically, are you gonna use your plasma batteries or your macro cannons?
Yes.
You know, you're just gonna like, turn the ship side to side and keep firing.
No, they do it. They slowly spin in a barrel, and everyone runs to the guns that are facing the planet at the time.
Oh, it's like on the on that freaking ship film that was out like, oh god, it was like maybe 10 years ago. Where the captain's like running and telling them when to fire each individual cannon.
I don't know what you're talking about, but that sounds
I have
like a...
absolutely no idea.
Master and Commander.
Oh.
But because you guys didn't roll massively amazingly, there is one holdout currently. Like you can leave it if you like, but it's going to need a blast from the Briggs cannon.
Wait, isn't there
Oh, yeah.
another ship doing this as well?
Yeah.
Oh, there's loads. What, like you're on just a specific part of the like. There's ships all over the planet, like bombarding. Hell yeah, no, fuck it, that thing's destroyed. So it's just like, I
I want the
imagine.
Briggs cannon to go right into this last holdout and out the other side of the planet.
It's not quite that. It's not. You know, it's not the Death Laser on the Death Star kind of thing. But
I like the idea it's so powerful it just goes on for eternity, just hitting planets eventually and just keeps going.
Planet after planet after planet.
It's like you make a
falls
gun
to the
that's so
Briggs cannon.
infinitely powerful that like it just goes for endlessly. You just fire it once
That
and it's
is
just like...
called a quantum, or what is it? A quantum ray burst.
yeah.
Those exist in reality, and they travel for everywhere. And if they hit a planet, that planet will be destroyed.
So if someone animated it, they'd probably animate it to the song that is it the Daft Punk song, which they like they have all those memes of with
Smack that ass up. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh God, I can't remember that song now. Yeah, there was a whole load of memes of people like flying through space and doing things like.
Oh, that's not a Daft Punk song.
No. Are you talking about Nyan Cat?
No.
No,
The one where someone they'll be doing a random animation, and then they'll just keep repeating the animation, flashing
Oh,
colors. and flying
you
through
mean
space.
you mean that Australian band who made that? What's it? It's called like Star thing. I know. Hand.
Yes, it's called Star. It's called Star. Yeah, you know the song. Like,
I
can't-
know.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
So yeah, I think what this will result in is just a huge like circle hole that goes down a long way. So if you ever go back to Grace, you can go and see
Shooting
Captain
Star.
Briggs'
That's what it's
Hall.
called.
Shooting Star. That's what it's called. Yeah.
No,
Maybe-
no, watch
maybe-
it.
Maybe if it becomes a tourist attraction again, they'll rename it Briggs's Hole, and people can stand in it, throw things in Briggs's Hole, touch Briggs's Hole, all these kind of things.
Yeah, I like this idea.
Delve deeply into Briggs's hole.
Oh yeah, they can spelunk into Briggs's Hole. To be honest, like I think the possibilities are endless. Briggs's Hole is massive, basically.
Check Briggs's hole for polyps.
Oh yeah.
What? Now you're going too far with the joke. Now it's too on the nose.
Don't put your nose in Briggs's hole.
No,
No.
not put your nose.
It doesn't smell great, and to be honest, that there was a start.
Are you guys even trying anymore?
No.
No. Have I ever tried?
So yeah, you are done. Like your part of the Exterminatus is complete. The entire face of your kind of, let's say, side of the planet is pretty much like burning, not magma, but it's
Glass.
no, well, it's not glass, but it's pretty.
Glass.
It's
You glass a planet. When you bombard it from Earth, you glass it because all of the rock and sand turns into glass.
yeah. So yeah,
So you're saying Briggs's hole is see-through?
Mm.
delicate, definitely.
Shatterable.
I want to touch it for a while.
Does that? Hang on, I got the perfect sound.
It's a hot and dark hole.
You ready?
That's-
I can make the
that'd be-
perfect sound for what it sounds like going through Briggs's hole.
Gamma ray burst. Thank you, Grinch. Not quantum ray.
Do you hear
burst. Gamma ray.
No.
Nah.
Already.
No,
Damn
we
it!
hear
I tried.
Your mic is too good to pick up.
Mm.
Terrible things.
You can hear a loud screeching dog bark, but I can't hear me rubbing my finger against glass.
Yeah.
So, what would you guys like to do? You have
Um,
completed your task. The Imperial ships are leaving now.
Brad's just kind of like,
Well,
There
they're heading
with
back to our
himself.
planet. We need to go pick up some. We need to go pick up our
Beast.
menagerie because we need
Yeah.
to. We get a whole bunch of bonuses if we
We have to go hunt monsters.
we get a whole bunch of bonuses if we get a fancy monsters and put them on the planet.
Which planet would you like to go to, Captain?
I totally forgot where they were.
You
The names
have,
of the planets.
You have the giant. You actually know what they are. They're giant kind of frost worms on Cobalt,
Mhm.
and you have some form of predatory pack hunter on Burnscour. Both of these will involve proper navigation rolls.
Yeah.
That way before.
Which direction are these planets?
Cobalt is in the Cineris Maleficum to the left of Foulstone and a little bit below on the map.
Okay, so we'd have to go to Briggs's Royal, and then Cobalt would probably be the best way.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Because
wanna-
we're all the way to Grace.
Yeah, so you'd have to, either of them you'd have to go back. You can get to Burnscour probably from Gerizol, like with a couple more jumps maybe. And you can go from either Briggs's Royal or Foulstone and kind of work your way around to Cobalt. Would
Oh,
be-
I mean,
Yeah.
Captain, which one do you want to go after?
One of them, they were two different. One of them was like an ice monster that we would need to strap. Or no, it was a lava monster that we would need to strap like a heat or two to keep it alive, right?
you don't know exactly what it is. So
But it's kind of like a lava monster.
reports
As players, we know, but as people, we know. As characters, we do not.
as characters, all you know is that you've heard Burnscour is called that because it's lava and hot and it's like a scorched world, basically.
I mean, I just think it'd be really cool to throw lava monsters at them on the
In
ice.
ice, yeah. On Cobalt, it is actually an ice world. And there are frost worms on there that are massive, like skyscraper sized. They jump around the place. They burrow through. I'd say.
Captain, if I can make a suggestion before we go get the menagerie,
Right.
perhaps we go back to Briggs's Royal and allow Mersum and his tech priest to prepare a defense for our holdings there, as well as allow you to organize the several 100,000 guardsmen into some order so that they're not just randomly rampaging around your planet.
So you did kind of create the plan before you got moving. So you do have some tech priests which you left down in the archeotech basement place. So yeah, they will have already started the shielding needed to protect the archeotech vault. And you do have the Inquisitor going over there as well, so he will get that shit sorted for you with the Imperial Guard regiments.
Right.
I think I'm having a thought here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the ice worms are several skyscrapers tall, right?
They're big.
That
big.
limits how many we can transport.
Yes.
The other ones,
they breed.
yeah. Well, we don't know their breeding cycle. If it takes a day for them to make more, then that's fine. But
That's fucking
like elephants.
disgusting.
I think if it
That
takes
would
a
not
day
be
for
fine.
them,
That would be less fine.
that would be like an entire planet of just twisting ice worm badness.
It's like
Exactly,
that
perfect.
D&D spell that guy once made where he makes 2 necromancer skeletons that make more necromancer skeletons that make more necromancer skeletons. You know, it's just like
It's
instantly.
like cats in Dwarf Fortress, you know?
Yeah, 2 cat lol. Yeah.
So yeah, like you can,
I think we can transport more lava monsters.
you can, yes. And you can do both, you can do neither. You know, it's entirely up to you, but the frost worms would definitely be more difficult.
Well, and it's not even about the difficulty. It's about like putting a couple big monsters on the planet that they might encounter once isn't that big of a test. We want to fill that planet with monsters, so we can get more monsters from the lava, as you say, burn scour.
Yeah.
Unless that doesn't add up to you, Adonai.
It's your ship, Captain. I would know a general direction of burn scour from this map, right?
Yeah. You'd
Yeah.
know where all of these are rumored or known planets, and their general vicinity is also rumored or known. You may not have that much information on them. You have enough to get to them. So, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so we definitely. Okay.
Well,
The only problem with going to burn scour, Captain.
Yeah, he's
He walked away.
Doing
So
Well, whatever. The only problem with going to burn scour is the known paths we have to get there happen to kind of coalesce into going through space that we happen to know there is a dark Eldar, fuck fleet.
if I hear that, I'm just like, that's not a problem. It's not a problem.
So,
Sorry,
I
what's
mean,
happening?
why wouldn't that be a problem?
No
What's-
reason.
what's
It's
happening?
not a problem.
okay, so just very quickly.
And I send a message to Harvey. Parquis?
So, if you guys go to Briggs's Royal, which is on the map, it's ZX757. You can probably jump fairly easily from Briggs's Royal to Foulstone and then to Gerazol. Like it wouldn't be massive. You know, you can make new paths. You don't have to follow the same paths, and you're going to have to make new warp routes anyway.
Oh, yeah. I have no problem with making the warp routes. I'm just saying something to be aware of is that a species that is very good at moving through the warp, and we know their last location was Footfall, we are heading in an area where we could potentially run into them.
Possibly, yeah.
Here's what I want you to do at 9. First things first. I want you to try and get from Grace directly to Grace's Royal.
All right, Captain. Let's do some navigation rolls.
Before
How
that
about
happens,
If this is if this is what you're doing, how about we take a break? and
that
then do
okay,
it?
that's what I was gonna suggest.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll be back in about 5 minutes time.
We're trusting our entire lives to Eugene's rolling.
I'm
I
looking.
can't wait.
Okay, this is my favorite part of the game because when you make new paths, it's hard, and I'm like,
Oh, it's so goddamn
yes.
hard.
Yes, let the demon
And
holes
I'm going to ask you to do it
open.
again right after this one, too. So,
For those of you in chat, before we go to break, just so you know, so you can let this rattle around in your brain for a little bit, each navigation check is approximately 5 rolls, testing a lot of different things, and they build on each other. If I do good my first roll, the rest are easy. If I do poorly, the rest are harder.
And I actually
lot
want him to do
harder.
poorly because I like the chaos. Anyway, guys, we'll be back in about 5 minutes time.
right, we are rolling.
Roll them bad bones.
So the first thing we need to do is determine the duration of passage.
Yes. All right. So this one's pretty easy. This one isn't and this one, even if I fail, doesn't really hurt us. So let's go ahead and navigation warp. I'm assuming the captain is telling me to do it well.
Yes, Adonai. This command that I've expressly given you, I want you to do well.
Yeah, it's your estimate. Sorry.
All right. Warp. All right. So +2 for the shit. Okay. So. Doop. Okay. I have rolled 2.2 degrees of success. How long do I think it's going to take us there, GM?
It's probably going to take you guys about 45 days.
All right. Captain, tell the crew to prepare for a journey of about 40 to 45 days in the warp.
I mean, we'll do what we always do. Checkers.
That's not exactly how Harmon and I spend our time, but
No. Tell him it's checkers. Tell him it's checkers. Then we can get him to agree to it sometimes.
Did you just mind link in with that?
Yes, checkers, Captain. You should stop by sometime.
We have a
wonderfully rousing game.
I'm more of a chessman myself.
Yes. So is Harmony. Chess.
Chess, yes. What did you think I said?
Chess, Captain.
So, next stage is locating the Astronomicon. Where is it?
All right. Now this one matters. And I only get a +10 bonus for Captain telling me to do it well.
Didn't you do the last thing well? And that's
only once per round. We're not in combat, so you can continue to tell me to do things well.
Hey, Adonai!
I'm going to continue to do it well,
doing it well, are you? Because I almost got the sensation that you might be thinking about not doing something well.
Are you having a phone conversation with the captain where you both you're quiet for you're quiet for 25 minutes and then someone starts eating cereal over the phone and then it's like, are you eating cereal, babe? And she's just like, yeah, why is that a problem?
So this is an ordinary awareness test, so it's a +10 test.
So it's +20.
So it's +20. All right, I have gotten a 5.5 degrees of success.
Okay.
And the fun part about that is for every degree of success, add +10 to any navigational warp skill test for this voyage. Yay!
You rolled a 66 on your last navigation check, FYI.
Yeah, well,
that's only for you.
Really? Fuck me. Come on.
Doubles are only important for you.
Yeah, the doubles don't hurt me. All right, let's chart the course. I now must roll yet another navigation test. If I fail this, then there are disturbances in the warp. But let's see. So that's 5 degrees of success. Also because I got degrees of success, we reach our destination quicker.
Yeah. So
half the time.
Instead of 50 days, half. I believe it's a quarter.
It's half and then accordion.
Oh no! This is no. You haven't done the navigate. This is based on the navigation roll you do.
Yep, that I'm about to do.
Yeah.
So let's see. For each degree of success, +10. So that's +50. Plus captain telling me to do it well. +60. +10 from the ship. So +70 on my navigation check. And it's an ordinary test, unless you're telling me that there's something crazy going on. Is there something crazy going on?
You're good.
+80.
Yep.
Still somehow only got a 7.1 degrees of success.
You rolled a 67, mate. Okay, so that's going to take you about 12 days. Let's say 13 round it up.
This is a very good test.
And this is going to work both ways from now on. So if you make this run again, it's going to take you 13 days on just an average navigation roll.
All right, and now we have to steer the vessel, which is yet another navigation test.
With plus ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's only plus 70.
Yeah.
Only.
Okay, 8.6 degrees of success. So we have stirred the ship real good, like.
Perfect, like.
And you said 12 days.
12 days.
All right, let's roll on the chart of terrible.
Is that 2 or 3 rolls on the chart of terrible?
It is.
I think it's every
roll for every 5 days.
So it's probably.
So it should be 3 rolls.
Yeah.
You round up?
You round up.
So if we was 11, it would still be 3 rolls.
Well, hold on. Once for every 5 full days of travel in the warp. If the journey takes under 5 days to complete, roll once on the warp. So determination, GM, 2 or 3?
3.
Well, there you go.
I mean, like, I'm going by the fact that it's a longer trip than usual, regardless of, you know, how long it actually took you. So you're more likely to run into bad shit.
Okay, well, I didn't run into bad shit on my first
Taking
one.
that one.
Re-rolling that one.
Well, rolling again.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, okay. So you can choose which one.
Oh, that's right.
Here we go. Here
the 39
we go.
was the
Here we
second
go.
one of my first one, so I get a 4th roll.
Son of a
Yes,
bitch.
No, you don't. You don't get. You can't.
I get to roll twice and pick one.
Yeah. So you get to pick either. of
So
those two.
101 or 39. I picked the 101. So now I've rolled a 33.
No.
Yeah.
No, you can't do that. You went. I pick that one.
I know. God damn it. I
Here we
will
go,
pick
here we
39.
Are you? Yeah.
So remember 39.
Okay.
Okay, and 111. So nothing happens in the first half of our journey. However, I'm going to say on day 7, it's a 39. So shoals and reefs. Oh, actually, you know what? No.
No.
I'm going to go with 33.
Okay.
Isn't that a
Ghost
doubles?
ships.
Oh. Ghost chips.
The ship's sensors detect phantom ships that appear and vanish randomly. Wise captains ignore such things, though if they are real, a vessel lost in warp can still hold valuable cargo. So, I am going to ask Captain Beckett Briggs to roll me. Let's have a look at what you've got here. Roll me a scrutiny.
Sure thing, buddy. I'm gonna think real hard about these blinking ships and whether or not they're real. Hold on a second, my thing didn't open up. Well, there it is. Hold on. Everything's fine. Any modifiers?
I say do it well to you.
Yo.
Okay, so these ships are the ships that you fought in the other warp thing. They close in on you. You know, the chaos ones that Harmony blew up. Well, they blow up one of them. They kind of, there's multiple versions of them, and they're all around you, and they're kind of like closing in to destroy, you know, to engage you. Luckily, Captain Beckett Briggs realizes that these are fake. They are not real. So he orders everyone to ignore them. And
then
just
they go away.
and just keep on going. Everyone aside from Captain Beckett Briggs, please roll me a willpower with plus 20.
You do realize I'm rolling at a 90 then?
I do, but like
Don't say that shit, man.
Briggs identified it, so it's you know, this is more kind of like
The fuck did I
needed that
roll?
plus 20, okay?
See how close that was?
you would have failed without the
See? Why do you say this shit?
Why
By the
don't
way, I
you
rolled
just?
a 99.
Could you mayhaps?
Yeah, I'm gonna fake point that.
Thank you.
Okay.
No,
I
don't
don't
do
need
it. Let
my-
the dice lay where they fall.
No.
That's not the point of this system. This system has such brutal
Fair
dice
enough.
rolling mechanics because you can re-roll them.
Freaking 99.
You got a 99 and a 66. What the fuck?
That's it. I haven't been rolling strong. I got that 6 early, and then
Blur, if you'll roll me a willpower with +20.
Okay.
and Mersum.
Mercy.
Mersum
I
already
got
did it.
1.7.
Mersum's awesome.
I actually succeeded on a willpower roll.
0.4.
Hey, copycat.
Look,
Okay.
everybody listened.
So aside from a very nail-biting moment when Adonai is not sure whether he can ignore the ghost ships, everyone gets through this fight. Basically, what would have happened if you failed your willpower? Would you take 3 insanity points, basically? Whereby you're basically like fucked up trying to ignore these ghost ships attacking you, and yeah. So you get through fine. Everything else is perfectly fine. You know, it's just weird ghost ships, whatever. No one really cares. Everyone rolled well, so fuck you guys.
Don't worry, Shippy. This was the easy one.
I know. I am very aware of that. So you guys arrive in Briggs's Royal. You actually arrive. You rolled really well. You arrived before the Inquisitor, but he's not here yet.
So we went from Grace to Briggs's Royal.
Yeah,
Yep.
straight shot.
So
On
we
my
need
orders.
another line
It was
then?
supposed to be really difficult, but apparently, fuck that.
No, everything that I command my men to do is a good idea and is always goes well.
Yes.
Straight from Briggs's Hole to Briggs's Royal.
Just don't watch episodes that have gone before this. Totally true.
Here's the thing. We at this point on episode 15 have gotten very specialized, essentially at one task each.
Mm-hmm.
Mersum is very good at fixing non-ship related things and
Non-ship
turning people into monstrosities.
Yes.
Henley is very good at having sex with people and using
Sure.
his powers in absolutely asinine ways.
Beautiful.
And Blur is amazing at combat.
I thought you was gonna say coitus.
That
Also
too.
having sex with people.
Yeah, I mean, that goes without saying. And we're the motley crew assembled by Captain Beckett Briggs to conquer space, one Briggs hole at a time.
The only person who doesn't really do the sex is the person who functionally has no penis. And I'll let the viewers decide whether that's Mersim or Briggs.
Or Harmony.
Well,
No,
Cloud Tower
we've
doesn't have
already
one.
established that firing the Briggs cannon gives
Yeah.
Briggs an erection, so
We
it
have.
can't be Briggs.
A
I do have a
proverbial
penis.
erection.
That's canon.
Okay.
My
Oh.
penis is canon.
Wow.
My penis
Penis
is a
is-
cannon.
I
Oh,
did
no.
not expect that pun.
I actually really
I did, and I'm so glad it happened.
Okay, so
Much
You
like
guys-
Harmony, you never see it coming.
you guys come into
Is
Briggs'
that because
Royal.
Harmony's blind?
It's a dick joke.
So you guys come into Briggs' Royal. Everything's fine. You know, there's no problems. Do your standard scans that you do as you come into the system, and you are contacted by the tech priests that you've left on there for quite a long time on the planet. They inform you that they are on the cusp of breaking into a kind of into what seems to be a very important archeotech cache. You know, so like what you've got is you've basically got a cavern of archeotech which has been whisked away by someone sometime way in the past. And they've been exploring it. They've been finding like, you know, random crap. Just, you know, it's technologically advanced, but it's not useful to you guys. So that's what you've been trading away. But they think that this is.
Can we get one of those machines where you blow into it and you see how sexually attractive you are? Like the love machine things?
That's what you want our big archeotech payoff to be.
Sure, man. I mean, I could use that on the regular, you know? Like,
The grip,
Okay.
that like grip machine where like you like.
Yeah.
You're a stud.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. One of those.
I'm a stud.
I am a stud.
So,
Well, Briggs crew. Bridge crew. Sorry, not Briggs crew. Briggs crew is everybody. Bridge crew. Bridge crew. My bosom, my family, my home away from home. Blur, Mersum, Adonai, Harmony.
It kind of makes me want to have sex with him more. I send over to
You want?
Adonai.
I think we've all been cooped up a little while. Who wants to go break into a vault with some detectives? Just
You
to
don't
be-
see this, but I've already got like my toddler like head with the ear flaps on, and I got a little spade and bucket, and I'm just like,
Wait, I'm sorry, Blur. Did you say you're not coming?
If I have to, I guess I will.
Well, I mean, I just thought you'd want to. You
Blur,
know,
Blur is
stretch your
void.
legs.
So
I like
Blur's
ship.
dead on ship the whole time.
Well, we're all right.
Captain, I'm in the dropship. Where are you guys?
I'm in the as you say that, I open the door and I'm carrying like a backpack filled with like just like sand box play equipment.
I suppose
You know it's ice,
it would
right?
be good of me to collect something for bring back to the nieces and nephews.
It's cute. You think you own any of it? All right, let's go down to the planet.
I'm gonna steal a really small thing so that the captain doesn't notice.
Okay, so everyone but Blur's going down?
All right, everyone else.
I'll probably end up going just to sort of
Well, we need someone to pilot the shuttle.
Yeah, we
Right,
put
exactly.
we put a lead on we put a lead on Blur so that when she gets scared, when she gets out, she doesn't run away into like unknown territory, sort of thing. So-
Blur has been off the ship before.
Yeah, to get drugs. I don't think you understand how little she leaves the ship.
What if there's archeo drugs in the vault? Drugs
Just
you
like
read before.
old drugs with
drugs.
with like a use by date that was 27,000 years in the past, and you're just like,
Who knows what that would do to you?
I
So-
feel like putting that in my mouth.
You guys are going through this like very not cramped but not exactly spacious. These corridors, they're going down. As you're going down, Harmony, roll me a sign of science.
Okay, shit's happening, boys.
Just Harmony.
Let's go.
Just Harmony.
Modifier?
Okay.
No? Cool. How about negative 2.3 degrees of success? I'm too busy being like, I'm gonna dig so much shit.
I mean, you can re-roll it if you want.
Fuck no.
It's up to you.
I save my rolls to get me out of jail free cards, okay?
All right, Adonai, would you like to roll the sign of science?
Sure.
That's why I have Adonai here. He spends the
Do all the hard work.
There's as you're going down, there's like doors and doors, like just leading off into other places. Like it's barely been explored so far. You get a feeling from one of the doors. Just kind of like a it's nothing dangerous or anything, but
But tonight's gonna be a good night.
So, but basically, what you
A
do is
good night.
because you guys are kind of hurrying down to go and like see this important archeotech vault. You got to note it down in your head. You're like, I'll check that out later.
Or
Okay.
I wander off by myself and see what's there.
If you don't know about it,
You failed.
you failed.
Now I want to re-roll it.
No,
You had your chance to
I send Harmony a message. Harmony, looks like we'll have a bit of an adventure after the captain leaves after all.
You think you'll be allowed in my vaults when I'm gone?
Well,
Yes.
Yes.
it is a big place. They could easily slip off, and they could do.
Hell
that
yeah.
now.
That just like that condom, man.
That condom that always slips off.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
Nah.
Christ, guys.
So, you guys get down to the vault. It's a big. It's bigger than the hall door. Big, like this is a big door, and it's going to require, I don't know, probably a tech roll from Mr. Mersim to figure out how to open. Let's go with tech.
What if we turn the handle?
Yeah, tech law.
I think if we push the button that says open.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the open button right there.
It's right there. Why
It was-
didn't you guys press this?
Some like people had been putting notes up on post-it notes, and like someone had covered the open button with one of those, and Mersim's just like.
Of course, the open button's right there.
So what we are going to do now is we're going to have Mersim roll us an archeotech law.
Archeotech Lord.
Which
Where
I
is
assume
that?
you get.
There it is.
You get a +10 from Briggs telling you like this is basically going through the cache. Like the door goes.
I have Forbidden Lore Archeotech. Can I also make the roll?
Absolutely.
You.
So Mersim, hold your archeotech law for a sec. Okay, no.
I'm gonna add the fate point to +10. That.
Okay, Mersim, you get a +20 to your archeotech roll.
Well, don't I just succeed?
Yes, you do, and that will. But it also gives a bonus to.
All right.
Mersim.
So, is that 20 on top of his 10, or is that including it?
Including, yeah.
Including. So that's a 30 total for me, because of my brain chip.
Yes.
Brain chip, you say?
4.5.
Okay, so what we will do is, who would like to participate in this?
What is it?
Basically, let's go to Briggs. Briggs, how would you like to do this? Would you like to kind of just say, give one each to each of these people, to each of these guys, or would you like to kind of figure out what it is and then disseminate it as it goes?
Oh, I know what it is before anybody gets even a taste. I might keep it all.
Okay, so
I'm
let's
a
do it.
piece of shit.
Let's do it this way. So we're gonna have a few rolls here, guys, and I'll be as expressive as I can as to what's going on.
Okay.
So, the first thing we need to decide is the first item that you guys find. Let's say Briggs, with his amazing knowledge of archeotech. Briggs, roll me a 1d10 with, let's say, a +2.
+2?
So what happens if you get a 10 or higher? Or 9
Then
or
it's
higher?
just
It's-
9 to 10 still, but it
Can
means
I re-roll this with a fate point?
no. It means if you roll a 1, then yeah, it's not bad really.
Okay. All right. If you're sure.
Yeah, it just tells you which
You
table
just
you go
roll it on
to.
the table.
Like,
Yeah.
so now
So-
we're rolling on the range weapon table.
Yeah. So the
So,
treasure type
yeah.
that you found is an archeotech ranged weapon.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
now
1
what
through
we-
2 is a melee weapon. 3 through 4 ranged. 5 through 6 is armor. 7 through 8 is gear and tools, and 9 through 10 is ship components.
Got it.
Yeah.
So if you roll me a 1d10 again, no pluses or minuses this time.
Oh, that's cool. Let's see wreckage.
Wait, what do you need me to roll? I didn't hear it.
1d10.
A 1d10.
So what you have found
Great, yeah.
is a pistol, an archeotech pistol. Okay.
Like the one I already have.
You have a plasma pistol and you have a navy pistol. You don't have an archeotech pistol.
Oh, right. That's right.
So for the ranged weapons,
I'll just copy over what he needs. I'll send it to him.
Okay, so the next one you roll is on the
Check
Miracles of
the
the
Zoom.
Dark Age. Of the Dark Age. So this gives a certain stat to this pistol. So if you roll me another 1d10.
Sure thing, buddy.
Hey, where's this table?
It's page
I got it.
86.
It is compact. This device is miniaturized version of what its usual counterparts, somehow without sacrificing functionality.
Ooh, I can
So-
shove this up somebody's butt now. Great.
Compact. The device of it is unbelievably small. It can be folded to fit.
Oh,
in
dude,
place.
you got the noisy cricket.
Yeah. So with a
You could
metal
have one of
ranged
those like wrist springs that put it
One of
into your
those
hand.
guns
Yeah.
that prostitutes used to carry.
Oh fuck
I
yeah,
mean-
dude.
If anyone else had got this aside from Briggs, I would have suggested that it would be the dick gun from from
Wild Wild West?
no, from Dusk Till Dawn.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about because it's been mentioned multiple times in Diabotic games.
I rolled a 3, and a 3.
You did.
Yes.
That's pretty
Just
good.
want to test something here real quick. Okay, it can roll something else.
Yeah. It's basically compact. If people are trying to find it, if you go to like a meeting and they do a search on you, they get -20 to their search rolls.
Ooh.
So
That's pretty cool.
basically it's lighter. It's just as functional as it would usually be. And yeah. Let's see if there's anything else that needs to be rolled. No, that's other stuff. Okay, cool. So let's go on to.
All right, hold on a second. I'm gonna be like, Blur.
Okay.
Hey.
I think you should have this. You're always
Why?
getting into trouble in places,
It's fair.
and you could hide this in your.
And where, Captain? My hidey hole.
What he said.
Where should Blur hide this pistol? I'm just dying to know. Your tactical advice, of course, sir.
Slowly reach
Always
over.
willing to learn.
Take it.
It's like one of those tiny little water pistols that you used to have as a kid. Like,
So
Right, next piece of thing. What is it?
So yeah, sorry.
Rolling.
If you put that in your character and just give it a name, name it. Like basically, these are very rare and important types of items. So if you want to name it, like legitimately call it like Obscura, you can. Which is actually a really good name for that gun.
everything on the inventory is named Obscura, so you're not really sure what's what anymore.
Okay, so Mersim, if you roll me.
You die.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the choice here.
Mhm.
You can, because you rolled and because you're the tech guy, you can choose your modifier to this D10 roll to decide what you find. So like max of 3, so +3, -3, +2, -2, like depending on what you want, you can adjust to.
So as
Well,
long
you
as you
have no
roll a
idea what you're gonna
6, you
roll.
can get whatever you want.
So-
right?
Well, yeah, but like say he wants a ship component, he can say +3. He's much more likely to get a ship component.
But if he wants a melee weapon, he would do -3.
Or he can just say 0 and just.
Yeah, I kind of have to go with 0 because I want to hit right in the middle. I want to get armor.
Oh yeah, okay.
So
Do it.
Roll 1d10.
Hey!
Hey.
Armor. Okay,
Arr.
so armor. Roll me a
Armor.
1d10. Same. I'm going to give you the same rules on each of these tables. So
Okay.
-3.
Halberd, helm.
Power
oh,
armor.
just wait.
Yeah, there is power armor there, isn't there? I didn't notice.
Yeah, let's do
+3, huh?
+3. +3, yeah.
Go get him, buddy.
11.
Power armor for the tech freeze.
What is that? Is that
Who
like
said
a...
he gets to have it?
Yeah.
I found it. That's fine. It's not in your size, Captain. Sorry.
So
It's in basic bitch size. It wouldn't fit you, Captain. Well, when you put it like that...
So let's take the Miracles of the Dark Age table. I'm not going to allow you to do that.
Compact. It's smaller than you think.
It's a really small suit of power armor.
Multi-compass.
It's
It
compact.
is compact, yeah. So
wait,
what this
no.
does is the armor is extremely lightweight, reduce its weight by half. Awareness test to notice this armor on the wearer is -10 or -20 if he's wearing it beneath.
Is that power armor? I can't tell.
Basically, what this does for the power armor will mean that like power armor generally compensates for the fact that it's very heavy and this kind of thing. What this basically means is it is durable. It's durable in the sense that it doesn't wear down. It's not powering itself to let you use it. So yeah, it's a lot lighter than it would usually be. It's very easy to move in. There's no issues using it as someone who isn't a super powered spaceman,
Sweet.
which works out quite well. So yeah, you. I'm assuming Briggs, you're cool with him keeping this, because I think otherwise we may get into a PvP situation right here.
I mean, he already
had.
Suit of power armor, Captain.
Could you speak up a little more clearly? I don't think I heard that.
It's a suit of power armor, just much like the one you already have.
His is light power armor.
Yeah, it seems a little not as heavy as I expect. Not even have to use my full strength to move it around.
Wait, was the other armor I got power armor?
It was
yeah.
light power armor, yeah.
Yeah, the one you have, it's power armor. It's got the it gives. I think it's the plus to speech. It's got the gauntlet in it. It's got like a whole bunch of nuts stuff in it.
From what it was clearly not specifically designed for combat. It was a bit more ornate. It was a bit more. It had like the hidden poison bit in it as well, if you remember. So you suspect that maybe it was used by a noble way in the.
Well, then you can have this one. I'll wear the noble armor.
It's beyond my station, but thank you.
Okay, so it's standard power armor, but without any of the detriments.
Standard power armor.
And if you ever need to cover yourself up so people don't know you're in power armor, hey.
This is basically the easiest way to get power armor that exists. Getting power armor regularly would just take.
What's the armor value on power armor?
It's 6 or 7, I think. Might even be 8.
97.
Yeah, that won't stop me when I blow you up with my psychic scream.
Oh, no.
Are there
it
any
doesn't
other
stop
pieces
the
of
second.
archeotech that we need to roll, GM?
Yes, sorry. Okay, so considering Mersim's original role, which is 4.5 with, okay, let's do 2 more. So if someone else would like to give Tux or Eugene.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I don't need any stuff, so.
Yeah.
Well, it's not about who gets it. We're just asking who wants to roll.
Yeah, sure. I'll roll some things.
Sure. I'm sure that'll go well.
Yeah,
Roll
I'm
some
sure it'll be
things,
great.
yeah.
Your character is finding them, so.
I like the idea that it's just all melee weapons now because you rolled terribly.
Well, maybe a melee weapon would be awesome. Maybe we could get like a lightsaber or something.
All right, so 1d10 plus what or minus what?
Just
Actually-
1d10.
All right, so 1d10. 5.
That is armor. Okay. Roll me a
Yeah.
1d10.
1d10 again. Boop.
That is
Meshweave
cloak. And let's roll one more
On
on
the
the
miracles of the Dark Ages, it is compact. No, it is
steady.
incalculable precision.
A 5.
No, you got an 8.
No, I got an 8 there, bud.
Oh, sorry, it hasn't rolled. Hasn't gone down. That's very confusing. Incalculable precision. The hand that shaped this relic was meticulous in a way that modern artisans cannot hope to replace. So incalculable precision.
The manufacture of this device was so utterly precise that many users find its exactness disconcerting, and they grow used to greater levels of meticulous and craftsmanship that it displays. The armor allows its wearer to move with utmost freedom, sliding past those attacks that might penetrate it. This armor grants its wearer plus 10 to dodge tests. Increase armor points that it provides by 1. Fancy!
So it's now a 4 armor, but it also gives a plus 10 to dodge.
Yeah, armor, body, legs. Or arms, body, legs.
Wait, it doesn't give you chest? That's weird.
Well, body counts as chest.
Oh, it does? It's
Yeah.
weird that they actually, like, profile chest. as
Now,
a separate
Adonai,
thing.
Yes, Captain.
it feels really on flavor for Blur. Not telling you can't keep it. Just suggesting.
Blur.
Now you have a hidey hole to hide your gun in.
Would you like the fancy cloak?
If you aren't going to keep it, sure.
Well, it would bring out the color in your scales.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
We are going to make Blur an assassin.
Yeah. This is Room of Blur so far, apparently.
So just so you know, that's
4
arms,
armor.
Yeah, arms, body,
4
legs for 4 armor.
4 AP on left arm, right arm, body, left leg, right leg, as well as +10 to dodge.
Sweet.
I have a question.
Yep.
We still have another roll.
Yes.
Can Mersum roll it and put whoever plus or minus he wants on it again, or is that just the once?
I'm gonna say that's just the once.
All right. I really want a ship component. Who thinks they can roll a ship component?
Doesn't matter. I mean, like, quantum randomness states otherwise, mister.
If you're wanting.
Well, look, that appears to be a 9.
Oh, was that a roll for? Okay.
Yeah.
Ship
I mean,
components.
Ooh,
Off we go.
thank you.
Okay.
Way to just knock that out of the park, hadn't I?
You're welcome.
Roll me a d10.
Ooh, thank you.
Is that syrup?
No, it is a drink.
Oh, okay.
Specifically, black raspberry. It's another 9.
That's a lance. So it's a weapon.
It's a lance.
Hello.
Can we have 2 lances on the front of our ship?
No. And roll me a.
Well, we do
What
have
if one of the
second ship.
modifiers doesn't take up a slot or something?
But we do, Captain, have another ship.
But I want 2 lances on the. It's just hysteria.
So,
Alright, so let's roll on the miracles of the Dark Age.
Yep.
It is potent. It's a potent lance.
The device is powerfully built, the arcane technologies within allowing it to perform above and beyond modern equivalents. What this means in actuality is the component
Go ahead.
unfailingly powerful, and its grandeur strikes all who see it in action. If it is a weapon, it increases its damage by 4.
You're welcome, Captain.
Oh. Wait, so doesn't our current lance also have that?
No.
Our current lance, I swore, had like bonus damage as its thing.
No. Your current lance is I don't believe it's archeotech.
Yeah, it is. That's why we have it.
It's an archeotech laser.
Oh, okay.
It's an archeotech lance that I believe had bonus damage, which was what we got for it.
Okay. Let's have a look.
Double laser beams.
It would be great if what we got literally another Briggs.
Why don't you put it on the
Yeah.
rear of the ship,
Briggs laser.
right? And then
Let's have a look.
when we fire the laser beams, we just spin around in the circle.
Oh yeah, I remember. So your Starflare lance is hidden, so it can't be. People won't know it's there. It can't be scanned.
Right.
So it's concealed. So what I'll allow for this is you to basically replace take the Starflare lance that you already had. As
Will you let us just take the damage modifier off this and install it like a mod into our current one?
yeah, but you'd lose the hidden aspect of it.
Oh no, see, what I was thinking is we get both. Like we're destroying an entire lance basically to combine them and get a concealed damage bonus. Rather than installing it on the other ship, which we could do.
Yeah.
Because we have 2 now. We're
Yeah, so-
sacrificing one of them to put both the mods on one.
So archeotech is nearly always tech that is beyond the capabilities of.
Yeah. All right. Well, in that case, there's no reason not to just put one on one ship and the other on the other.
Isn't the other one like a fast ship anyway? Wouldn't it be
Yeah,
better?
the other one's a small, fast one. It probably.
Yeah.
wouldn't. No.
It actually already has a prowl laser battery. Oh, that's not the same as a lance. Though.
No,
laser
laser
battery.
batteries. Yeah.
On the side.
Laser.
Yeah,
don't
actually,
believe it has, like,
giving this laser to the fast ship would actually be pretty nice. If you consider we go in, we distract the enemy, our big small fast ship comes up behind them and then shoves the Briggs cannon .2 right up their pooper.
So, what I'm going to say here
Pooper Cooper.
is, the Solar Lady does have a prowl weapon.
Mm-hmm.
The current prowl weapon it's using is a prowl Sunseer laser battery.
Yeah.
So that's it would what I'm going to say here is it would definitely require a work, and it would definitely require money to install this new weapon on this. So you're going to have to leave the Solar Lady here for at least 2 or 3 months.
You mean the convenient amount of time we're about to go hunt down monsters?
Convenient.
But it's also going to cost you 1 profit factor.
Okay. Proposal sheep.
Yeah.
How many profit factor could we sell this bad boy for?
6.
Proposal, Captain.
Yes, Adonai.
House Calamare will eat the cost of the profit.
6.
Because
Get
why?
plotted.
I'm gonna have to say in this situation,
My class adds 1 profit factor as a base.
which is counted in the starting profit.
Yes. But I'm from a noble family, and I'm about to make a deal with the Briggs family to bring my family into this if he accepts.
So okay. Well, Adonai, yes. What are you talking about? Get it out. Put it into words.
The Calamari family will pay for the refit of the ship to help build the fleet for stake in the things that we find. Make this a joint venture between the Briggs family and the Calamari.
Well, look, Adonai, first of all, I consider you to be a friend and comrade, so please don't take any of my haggling as offense. But
fuck you!
but 1 profit factor is not worth a stake in all future ventures. Especially when, rather than install it on the Solar Lady, I could sell it for 6.
Let me just give you an idea.
We are strapped for cash, by the way. We haven't actually made any money yet. And
Which is why, out of character, which is why I'm trying to get this. It's not just this. By allowing the Calamari family in, we would then be able to leverage the wealth of my family to do certain things within reason.
So let me get kind of like.
I can't even leverage the wealth of my own family.
Let me give the idea of.
They gave you a ship. That's
true.
pretty goddamn wealthy.
Let me give you an idea of your options here. And just so you know,
I earned a ship, Adonai. They didn't give me anything.
You earned it
Sorry,
by
anyway,
your
continue.
grandpa
so-
dying.
the current Starflare lance you have is strength 3, etc. Its damage is 1d10 plus 3.
Right.
The bonus that it has from it being archeotech is that it's hidden and people can't see it.
Right.
If you were to put the new one on, which wouldn't cost you anything because it's already fitted for a archeotech.
So if we just swapped out concealed for damage, it would be
Yeah.
1d10 plus what?
7.
Right.
And the current Starflare lance you have would probably go for about 4 profit factor.
Done. That's what I'm doing. I'm equipping the damage one to the Briggs because I don't care if people know that I've got a fuck off laser. Because Briggs, do you think Briggs cares if people know he's got a fuck off laser? No.
He does not.
I'm selling the 4 profit one. Adonai, I'd be happy to discuss how our families can turn our ventures into a mutual thing, but I don't need your 1 profit factor here. Thank you. Instead, we're going to sell the old one for 4.
Okay. Let me. Please.
I understand. Also, first of all, we're not saying 1 profit factor.
Okay. It's really just messing with me, man.
We're saying whatever that amount of money is in whatever the Imperial currency is. It's just.
Listen, I know you
It
offered me
auto-translates.
$10 for this ancient archeotech technology, but
Okay, so just for people watching who may not know 40k and Rogue Trader,
That's me.
The money involved is so large, and the currency used differs. You know, it's one of those things where Games Workshop was basically like, this would be way too complicated to fucking do. So let's
Like, here's what the Eldar currency translates into in Imperial currency. It's like, no.
So they just go, fuck it. There's a whole load of money involved. We'll call it profit factor. We'll keep it really simple and really like.
Oh, I'm glad that that's the first thing they decided was the simple thing that they wanted in this game.
Well, maybe they decided
they're really committed to making games simple and straightforward. Not, I don't know, one chart randomly is high, good, and low.
7
bad.
charts later.
Yeah, I'm on board with you guys there. Like sometimes it's ridiculously complicated, but in this instance it is not, and we can only be thankful that we're not like, what does my blah 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 translate into for blah?
My name is Adonai Calamari, and this is my pawn shop.
So you can note down that profit factor now, because basically, what that will represent is the fact that you can trade off the loss.
Also, can we get an idea? Like, we're walking into
The
this
lance
thing.
is the profit factor in this case. I have it. I can hawk it whenever it becomes convenient.
Like if you, for example, decide to establish a proper colony on a planet, you can basically put up that. If it costs, like, so let's say if it costs.
Yeah, if it costs 4 profit factor, I can just hawk that.
Yeah.
And if I should find another use for the lance later on, I can just use it, and it costs me 4 profit factor.
Yeah. So just I'll make a note of that, and we'll,
So I like the idea that we're walking through this thing, and Briggs walks up to like a small pedestal with a cloth on it, and tiny little baby pistol. The next one is like big old power suit armor.
Yes, they're pedestals with cloths on it.
Yeah. And then well, guys, I think that's it. It's like, nope, there's one. Adonai's just like, what's this big cloth here? It's just like this pedestal with like a fucking giant laser beam on it. It's like...
Yeah, no, it is giant. So. I was wondering if everyone was gonna comment on that, to be honest, because it's like, oh look, tiny gun. Oh look, power armor. Oh look, fucking giant laser.
I also like the idea that we're standing on the laser beam, being like, well, I guess there's nothing here. Look down. Oh, we could take this laser beam. I mean, like.
I'm giving. I like to imagine like I'm giving Blur the cloak and like putting it on her shoulders, and I'm like, hey, Blur. You're leaning on a giant laser. Did you know you're leaning on a giant laser?
Yeah.
I figured you'd see it eventually.
Actually, she's leaning on an Azer. Oh wait, no, it's a laser. She moved. Okay, yeah.
She was covering the,
Okay, so we are going to go on break.
Okay.
In a second. Let me just say, as per what was going on before, you guys all go back up to the ship. You're sorting all this stuff out.
Not true.
Adonai and Harmony are
there we
going
go.
to check out that door.
Yeah, we Scooby-Doo off.
I'm
And
not going to tell anybody.
as they, it's just a basic, what.
No, but that doesn't make any sense, because I'm going to get in the dropship and be like, where's Adonai and Harmony?
All right, where's your buddy? Where's your buddy? Raise your hand. Come on, where's your buddy, everybody?
Yeah, me and Adonai are buddies with each other.
I brought
So,
a
like-
bunch of people for them to disappear into. I only brought the bridge crew.
But
I'm assuming that while you're checking out your new laser and getting it sorted to like get the laser moved, me and Harmony like sneak off whilst you're occupied by doing things.
So, and also keep in mind the fact that it's going to take a lot of people to move this shit. Like that you
It's true.
uncovered
It is a big fucking laser.
You uncovered a new archeotech cache. You need people.
Yeah.
They're going to be shuttling, and all we need to do right now is.
We're going to need a couple of wheelbarrows and
I don't know, put on the power armor and then lift it, right? Like...
You guys.
Hans! Oh, Hans!
Let me do this so we can go on break, guys. Okay, so you guys get to the door. You remove the post-it note that says "Can't find the open button." You press the open button underneath it, and as the door slides open, you hear the sounds of the seaside.
Sweet.
Did you see the sounds of the seaside?
yeah, like a villa.
The ocean and shit?
Yeah.
Huh.
And let's take a break.
Okay. Guys, we'll be back in about 5 minutes' time. Who the fuck
I guess
knows
that
what will
bucket's
happen?
going to come in handy, Harmony.
We'll be back. Don't go anywhere. Come join us for an adventure on the beach. Beach episode.
Beach!
It's only taken 15 weeks.
That's about the normal arc length for a beach episode. So, we'll get
slides. Sound of the seaside. Ooh, what's this? Okay, so Adonai and Harmony, you wander into a large in the sense that you can't see the ends, simulated beach. It's just a room, you know, like there's a ceiling there. It looks like the sky, but it's just a ceiling. It's quite high up.
Okay.
There are waves, there are crabs, there are, you know, everything that a beach would have. It's just a little.
I turn to Adonai and I'm like, it's just like home, Adonai. And then I just step out of my robe, just like, and then I start to run down the beach naked.
Is there an artificial sun?
I mean, it's not an actual artificial sun.
It's a simulated sun. Yeah. Hans, twins.
Yeah.
Bring the oil, the amasec, and some of those delicious finger sandwiches. We're having a day at the beach.
Watermelon.
Okay,
Watermelon. Watermelon.
Okay, Adonai, where am I bringing this to?
I give him the location.
Oh, yeah, we'll be down very soon.
Oh, and Claw Chopper, bring Claw Chopper. Put him in those funny little boy shorts.
Oh, okay. You hear like rummaging and screaming and maybe a punch when they come back.
Harmony, tell Claw Chopper to be nice.
Be nice, Claw Chopper. Put on the pants.
I don't like the pants.
It's to protect your Winky. Don't worry about it.
I don't have Winky.
That's right. I forgot about that.
I don't want to wear the pants.
Oh, fuck it. I'm naked. Don't wear the pants.
Okay.
All right, Hans. Let him come naked.
So they arrive. Hans has a black eye because you didn't, cool off Claw Chopper in time, but he's fine. And the twins and anyone else you want to bring with you, or are you guys just gonna keep this to yourself?
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, on a nice planet, this is a nice retreat, you know. So.
What? Blur, Merson.
Hello. Yes.
Come to room. I don't know. There's no room numbers on these damn things. 14th room in third little squiggly line down the thing.
Why?
Squiggly line. There was nothing over there.
Blur, we have drugs. Mersum, there's definitely technology here.
Remove your pants before you enter.
What? Who was that?
That was Harmony.
Why am I taking my pants?
Oh shit! You got those kind of drugs.
Always.
Oh then.
I don't know what's going on. I'll be there soon. There better be technology. Or
Yes, you have to examine it.
On my way.
Harmony. I imagine he's like frolicking in the waves, Tallywhacker whipping all over the place.
Well, what is it, Adonai? I'm frolicking.
Do you think we should invite the captain?
Maybe. Do you think he'll come here and be like, this is heretical, and then he'll shoot at the wall?
He might shoot the water.
Sound like heretical water.
Hans,
Yeah.
do you have a coin on you?
I'm naked, Harmony.
Do you have a
Well,
coin?
I have an idea,
Oh
Harmony.
wait, no.
Claw Chopper! It's too late now, Hans. Claw Chopper! Hans, stand very rigid.
Okay.
Claw Chopper, Grab
Yes.
Hans. Flip him. If he lands dick side up, we call the captain.
Henley, roll me a strength check for Claw Chopper.
If he lands dick side up, we go. Okay. Strength check, you said?
Yeah, so Claw Chopper doesn't understand what flip means. Like, you know, he's got a basic understanding, but something, you know, like very specifics like that. So all he knows is
Claw Chopper, remember that game I taught you with the half-empty water bottle?
No.
Straightforward.
Just throw him gently up into the air.
No, you went flip him. So what Claw Chopper's gonna do is and just threw him into the sea. So Hans goes ah, and then just belly flops like about just 50.
But belly flops. So
Yeah.
his belly was what it.
Well, he wasn't flipped. He was thrown forward. So
Ass up.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but yeah, we can't invite the captain. That's the luck of the draw. Hans, are you okay? Twins, go save Hans.
Yes, use
I
those
don't know what
flotation
that-
devices.
I
you
don't
have.
know what their accent is. They're mute. And they
I literally don't think they've ever talked. I think
They're running Baywatch style.
Are they naked too?
No, they got a
Probably.
onesie on. Red onesie, obviously.
Red onesie? Okay.
Yeah,
So
they're lifeguard on duty for
We're
this.
going with the Baywatch theme, are we?
so they're Baywatching down to rescue Hans.
Okay, one of you actually needs to go a little bit faster. I'm not sure Hans can swim. Though I do appreciate the view. It's fine. Hans, paddle.
Splash, splash, splash. So yeah, they get out there and they drag him in, and I think he's probably unconscious, to be honest. Like he dragged me around a little bit.
I drag him to the blanket and lay him down, make sure he's breathing.
He's breathing. He coughs up some
Kiss him a
water
little
and
bit,
just
you know.
coughs out.
No
Yeah,
what's up?
yeah. Give him a little mouth to mouth. Just cuts.
Just coughs.
All right, so
Um,
is this just a montage room? Like, what's happening here?
Oh yeah, it is what you make it basically. It is a beach, a
Episode
simulated
room.
beach, basically. There's no like, as far as you can tell, there's no dangerous animals or anything. There's just a few like skittery, crabby type creatures and a couple of fish. Maybe.
Well, I work on my 10.
And then of course Blur and Mercer get down there a little bit later.
Blur. What in the name of the homicide am I looking at?
Like, looking there. I step out and look at the room. Walk in a little bit.
So I walk up and greet them. Blur, wonderful to have you.
Why are you naked?
Throw her a
Why are you naked?
pouch of the good stuff.
Can I just interject very quickly? The question "Why are you naked?" has been asked way too many times. for I'm a 40k show. It's been asked way too. One time is too much. This many is just ridiculous.
All
Carry
right, so that's it. We're calling it. The show's over.
on. Yeah,
Thanks, everybody. This has been Void Barons.
We've ruined 40k. Fuck it.
Didn't think it was possible, but we did it.
We did it, guys. We did it.
The
No,
worst way I could see like it being semi in lore of Warhammer 40k is if someone found their friend who was turning to Slaanesh, and then you could say, "Why are you naked?" That kind of fits the lore.
Yeah.
But
It's
mean-
fine. We're making our own lore.
Yeah.
So
I'm
making
curious.
Warhammer 40k our bitch.
Mersum, are you able to take the hollow deck technology that's clearly in this room and bring it back
This
to the
man.
ship for...
His
I
man.
don't know. I would have
Now he
to
knows why I
find
called
out.
Mersum.
So, okay, I'm just gonna ignore the fact that you're naked, Harmony's naked.
Blur.
What is Claw Chopper wearing? Are those shorts?
No, Claw Chopper is wearing nothing. He would not wear the shorts. They're so adorable on him.
I will not wear shorts.
Right. Okay, Let's just ignore the fact that
Isn't
everyone's
it
naked.
weird that he's smooth down there?
It's a little weird. The twins aren't naked.
No, it's so smooth down there.
Oh.
Why are they running like that?
I don't know.
Impetus.
Must be a weird local tradition. But, Merson, look, I mean,
Yeah.
could we make this happen on the ship?
I had to find the source.
Well,
Just clear
you have fun with that. Blur, shall we?
Those crabs real.
Mm.
I like to imagine that Clawchop is just like, what is this?
Just Blur and Claw Chopper like chasing.
Trying to get a crab to eat.
Would you like Claw Chopper to catch a crab?
Sure, fuck it.
Roll me agility.
Really? We have to roll to catch a fucking crab in this game?
Hell yeah.
quick.
Where is?
I think it's more of his ability to take his giant meat hands and pick one up.
Let's pick one
Claw
up.
Chopper, naked as the day he was born, running down the beach.
Yeah, he trips, he falls. I'm assuming you told him to catch, or is he just decided to?
No,
catch
I
it?
just let him. You know, you let the dog off the leash at the park. Same deal.
So
Claw Chopper's the dog in the park.
he basically chases it for a while, gets bored, and then digs a hole.
So
Yeah, I like
dog.
walk over to him. He's like, "What are you doing, Clawchop?" He's like, "Digging a hole, but I'm bum." Why? It's like, don't know.
Seems like a good idea.
So yeah, would you? Are you wanting to?
I'm guessing this is a forbidden lore archeotech.
Yeah, and it's gonna be. Okay,
Probably
yeah,
gonna be pretty
Yeah,
tough.
because
Yeah.
in Warhammer, no fun is allowed. It's forbidden.
Because if you're just trying to assess it, like check it out and like find power sources and figure out what runs it, you can do that,
Okay.
and there won't be a minus to it. If you actually want to move it or take it apart or anything like that, then I will impose some severe penalties on you.
Yeah. Well, first I want to let's identify it.
Okay.
And then from there, I'll assess the difficulty of removing it and transferring it. All right.
Okay.
So forbidden lore archeotech, normal +10. Big rigs is on the ship. Is where the fuck is
Yes.
everyone?
do you want to like call him up and see like I'm doing something? Can I do it well?
You know, as the day goes on, right? I actually do call up the captain. I'm like, Captain,
Yes. Where is everyone?
we found a sort of pleasure room here within the.
Excuse me?
Yes, a pleasure room.
I don't want to know about it. The captain hangs up.
I call him back.
After Riggs hangs up, Lucky Johnson wanders in the door and is like, I was looking for the bathroom on the ship.
I mean, you can pee in the ocean.
Oh, okay, cheers. And he just.
Do you want to let him pee in the ocean before we know how this room works? Because that pee might never go anywhere.
So he just walks into the sea and stands there like.
With his Lucky Johnson.
Yes.
I call the captain back.
He just lets it ring.
There's a scene of me like stuffing my phone under the pillow on my bed and getting back to whatever it is I do for entertainment, polishing guns.
Polishing your pistol. Yeah. That's what we've called
I like the idea. It's like someday I'll go to a very unique beach. Someday, like you're just looking.
Someday
at...
I'll go to a beach. Like
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to a beach instead of all these orgy rooms that they're always going to.
All right, is it possible to send an MMS?
You can always contact one of your choir and have your choir go talk to him.
Yeah.
You know what? I will do that. I'll contact
Bob.
Bob, yeah, Bob will go to him and is like, Captain.
We're killing off Bob now? Okay.
We're sending NPCs to the captain.
We're sending an NPC to the captain. There's a knock at my door.
Yeah, Bob's
The
there.
door opens up.
And you're like, oh, Bob, my favorite of the choir. How are you?
Oh, you're one of Harmony's backup dancers. What's going on?
I received a message from Harmony, sir. He has requested your presence in the... What did you say to him?
I called it the pleasure room, but I wouldn't have called it to Bob the pleasure room. I would have said the artificial beach room.
Harmony has requested your presence in the artificial beach, Captain.
Excuse me, what?
The artificial beach, Captain.
What?
The artificial beach.
I
I am not a betting man, Captain. I would imagine it's Harmony.
Far be it from me to try and bring the other player into the cool part.
For the record, Captain, I have legitimately no idea what is going on. All I was told was artificial beach. Harmony requested permission.
I put an armored hand on Bob's tiny shoulder. I'm like, Bob, you're a straight shooter. I like you.
Snap.
Please.
Speaking of straight shooting,
Please don't mention shooting it in casual conversation, Captain. It makes the crew nervous.
Why would they be nervous unless there was some heresy? You're real close to him.
I must go and clean the orc pen. So.
He's got a pen?
Yeah, I mean it's a bunch of hay in the corner.
Well, what, all right. Well,
He's got like a little water dripper, and
He's got like a big
wheel
wheel
so
that he
you can
runs on.
He spilled his food bowl again.
oh my
It's
god.
all over the wall.
we got this great little thing that you put peanut butter in, and then you just like dig in the thing to get it out. It's awesome. He loves it.
I hate watching him eat peanut butter. It takes about 20 minutes. He gets it everywhere. It's on his. No, I have to clean him up afterwards. He is. Oh. Sorry, I don't often get to complain about my jobs. I have to.
I call Mersim on the Vox.
dude, peace off, Captain.
Yeah. Mersim.
Mm-hmm.
What's an artificial beach?
Believe I'm standing in it, Captain.
A crab crawls up your leg.
Shop, bruh.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah, it seems that one of the rooms that we hadn't yet explored has some sort of weird video projection technology. I'm trying to figure it out, but this is complicated, to say the least. They are all, the rest of the crew, the bridge staff, are currently frolicking in the ocean.
Mersim, come join us in the water.
Race me, Mersim. Race me around the library.
Why is there a crab in my butt?
I'm trying to get
Because
this
you
done as soon as
put it
possible.
there, Hans. Remember?
Wow, that's a really deep hole, Clawchopper. Sorry,
Captain,
Well,
please
Clawchopper,
come.
how are you going to get out of that hole?
I'm sorry, what did you say, Mersim? I can't hear you.
Please come help.
Come help.
I can only deal with them for so long.
Then leave.
I
I'm
can't leave,
I'm
Captain.
invoking the excellent strategy of never coming in the first place.
Captain, there's archeotech right in front of me.
I know there's
Yes.
archeotech. Look, I want you to get the archeotech. I
I'm trying
want
to.
you. Okay.
There's
you're going-
naked people frolicking around me.
Look,
It's
all
hard
right.
to focus.
Look, okay. All right. Hold on a second. I'm gonna vox everybody. All
Is
at once.
Blur
Here we
just
go.
like lying on the ground, just being like, "Oh, son."
Like a lizard.
I imagine that there's like a kind of rock outcropping, and there's like a shade underneath the rock, and then blurs like underneath the rock, on top of the rock, underneath the rock. Maybe every now and doing that lizard thing with like the hands to keep the feet warm.
Yes, let us tell as many blurs of reptile jokes as we can possibly do.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I vox everyone. Everyone, Captain, hi. I've been informed that you're in some sort of artificial beach.
Yes.
Yes.
All
We are?
right. All right. So follow with me on this intellectual journey. Mersum is trying to figure out how the artificial beach works, but there's too many ding-dongs flapping around for him to pay attention.
Actually,
Honestly, Captain, you should talk to him about how he's easily distracted. It's unbecoming of a tech.
I mean, it's really
Quit
just a
throwing
penis.
naked people at me.
It's only a
Look,
penis, Mersum.
Look. Your captain has an order for everybody here. Okay, put some clothes on, take a fiver in the hallway, give Mersum some time to actually figure out what's going on, and if you're all very, very good and it works out, we'll install your artificial beach on the ship.
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna fucking run around
I, I send a message to Harmony. I think the captain might be learning how to deal with us.
I call it placating.
Yeah, well, it's better than the shooting.
Yeah, so we all go wait outside. Like I'm
towels, like
in
like,
towels.
I just
I've got
imagine
like
a scene.
I got like
They're
my
like, you're on the
sunglasses.
hallway, you're dripping wet. You've all got towels around
It's
your
like,
midriff.
it's like when you're at the pool and they're like, all right, we need to take a break for a few minutes to clean the pool. Everybody take a break at the snack shop.
Yes. Oh my god.
I also
remember
like
that.
the idea that I got my sunglasses on my head, but I got panda eyes from like the suntan that I've been getting. It's just like I
Are
want to
they
get
actually
back
getting
there.
the suntan?
I don't know,
All
maybe.
right. So Mersum, the captain has successfully removed all the ding dongs, and he's going to tell you to do it well. Can you figure out how the artificial beach works? Maybe
know.
at the very least, figure out how to remove it from where it is and install it on the ship.
Let's find out.
6.4, Sheepy. How's that do you?
You find that it's actually a small chaos device that's emitting chaos into all of us.
Heresy!
Laser. Briggs
Yeah.
laser planet.
Yeah, Briggs puts the laser on his shoulder and presses the fire button. Burning a hole
Oh my
in
god, if
space
I could
and
have a ship weapon installed on me, I could purge heresy so efficiently.
Okay, so you have never heard of this technology before. You understand that it's not super complicated. It's not something that anyone ever bothers with most of the time in the Imperium. So you 6.4.
Let me pause and translate this and for the people in chat. He really did not want us to have an artificial beach on the ship. However, Mersum just rolled really
think of it like this.
really well.
We
If
had
he
a
wants
bar
to
on
have
the
an
ship.
artificial beach on the ship. Why did he put an artificial beach in front of us?
So
So-
here's the
Gotta
thing,
next level
right?
these
We have a
GM
bar
things.
on the ship. That bar is now going to be a tiki bar for the rest
Yeah.
of its life.
Okay, so what I will say is your knowledge of archeotech, which apparently is fucking giant, you can't disassemble this. You can't
That's quitter talk.
no. You can't disassemble this. You can't replicate this. You understand how it works, however, so you can adapt it to
Wait.
the technology you know and you're used to.
Are you saying
you
that this
can-
beach is real life and that this technology is artificially creating the rest of the universe around it?
That's
No.
exactly what I'm saying.
No, that's not at all what he just said. Not in any way, shape, or form.
That's like the Futurama thing. It's like, I made a spaceship that doesn't move through space. It moves space around the spaceship. And I'm like, oh.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
Dave is the type of person who was really, really, really confused by that episode of Futurama.
So, it won't be as good, but you definitely have the knowledge to replicate it with the standard Imperium technology,
Mhm.
if you want to.
Yeah. I can hold this over them. Excellent. I now have a bargaining chip on my
And-
side.
You have enough knowledge to also.
Can you use that bargaining chip to make them less of a dip?
Probably not. I think I need a little
Can
more.
we get less?
I need to remind
Naked
you
ding
that
dongs.
Mr. Black Hole Maker and Mr. Navigator are those dips that you so frequently talk about.
Yeah, I know.
So the other things that you have the knowledge to do is turn it on, turn it off, disassemble it. Like you'll have the archeotech. It will be non-functional, but it will be,
Would it be worth anything disassembled?
Are you sure you want me to ask that question?
Maybe.
You sure you want to ask that question? Yeah, it would.
Yes, I would like to ask that question.
Seeing as it's fairly rare and it would be of interest to people who would like to study it.
Literally anyone in the Imperium, or where I'm from, so an entire planet of people.
Yeah. Like there'd definitely be collectors who'd like the components. I'd say probably let's say 2 profit factor. Like if you disassemble it.
Harmony,
Yes.
let's enjoy the rest of the day at the beach. Then let Mersum take this thing apart, sell it for the captain, and then build us a tiki bar on the ship. Yes.
Well, I would be interested to see what other places we could go with this. I mean, I'm thinking like an underwater tiki bar, or like a mountaintop tiki bar.
Or like a tiki bar in space. Or a tiki bar in a tiki bar.
What about a tiki bar on the surface of the sun? You know, like there's lots we could do.
You considering your role, you would surmise that given a inspection of the area, there might be more of these.
Mhm.
Just like, there's no reason you can think that they don't need to.
Yeah, it's like this is so simple to make. Of course, if they wanted different ones, they just make multiple of them. It's like pretty simple.
Wonderful.
Mm.
Well, let's enjoy the rest of the day at the beach, and then Mersum, I would. I'm not the captain, but my advice would be give your tech priests the instructions on how to disassemble these things. Disassemble the ones that we're done with, and then sell the rest. That will make the captain happy.
Dakkaloha. Oh my god. Name of the episode right there. Give that man some XP. Goddamn.
Right. Very well. So you
like
two will
to-
have to decide, as long as it passes with the captain, what kind of visual display you want.
Oh, it has
Everyone,
to be a beach.
everyone. Your captain has a new profit venture.
Selling pleasure to people. We drive the spaceship around and we park it at a thing. We're like, welcome to the
that's
pleasure
so
boat.
pedestrian.
Get-
Why don't we make a pleasure world filled with hologram chambers?
Would you like to search the rooms around, guys, to see if there's
Yes. Let's
How
make
did that one go wrong?
Not that I mind at all. Are you sure you want to get into the pleasure world business?
I'm literally Mr.
How
Pleasure
did I?
World.
I've just found a way in which our two families can cooperate. Why?
Okay.
I think the calamari the calamari know pleasure far better than a Briggsman could ever possibly know.
Didn't we just glass a pleasure world? You guys want to make a
Yeah,
third one?
there happens to be a vacant pleasure world nearby.
Everyone roll me a
Is there a heresy skill check? There must be.
I know, I get a -10 on the heresy skill check.
everyone roll me a scrutiny or search. Your choice.
Is this just
They're
people who are
both
looking at rooms because I'm
garbage
starving?
for me.
You can roll as well. Yeah.
Anything on those or?
Wow.
Nope.
Wow.
Wow, that's a critical
I'm
fail.
going to re-roll that one.
He's just like, you were just staring at Claw Trevor's watch, like,
I
where
will bump-
is it?
I'll bump mine up to 1 degree.
I
I've got
will
a 2
use
point.
my fate point to also bump mine up to a 0.2 success.
All right,
I'll
now
leave mine.
everybody succeeded instead of everybody failing.
Now I'm going to spend another fate point to make that a 3.5 degree of success.
Oh, he just wants to succeed better than me.
Okay, so let's go through this. So the first person to find something is Mersim. Mersim wanders into what you'd kind of describe as like a mountain retreat.
Oh, like a what do they call those guys that help you up a mountain? An
Sherpa.
Sherpa, like a Sherpa village or something like that.
No, it's a bit more like
Far Cry 4.
okay, for the purpose of explaining what it is, think like
Like a ski lodge.
ski lodge. Yeah, it's kind of like a ski lodge except without skiing.
Yeah.
It's snowy but not cold. If you get it's like
Well, I don't feel cold anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, don't feel the cold. It's just kind of a big ski lodge complex. Like it could hold maybe 1,000 people. Again, like the beach is in sequence with that. Like it could probably have a few thousand people there, like just relaxing. It's very wide and big. So that's what you find, Mersim. Feel free to explore it as you like. Blur's next. Blur finds what you'd probably consider to be like the equivalent of the cantina scene in so you've got it's kind of like it's
Keep going, because I don't want to get money off this
Yeah.
episode. So.
no,
No, actually, you can't get that is my cover of the Cantina song. You can't get that. That can't get taken down.
I mean it's all automated, so it probably wouldn't care.
If I redo a thing and sing it myself, that's my own personal cover, and it's fine. That's how the law works.
So
Lawyer.
It's just a big room, like huge capacity, and it's filled with drinks, and there's no one serving. There's no kind of like, there's
Except there's one really douchey DJ that still is like, hey, welcome. I take requests and I do birthdays.
Please don't leave. I've been here for years.
And birthdays and quinceañeras and
I
bar
used to be an engineer. But yeah, no, it's just like a huge, it's like a huge bar basically. Think the cantina, that style of look. Feel free to partake in drugs. There are drugs there. Captain Beckett Briggs.
Hi.
That's fairly decent success. Would you like to outline what you'd like to find? Is there anything that you'd like Beckett Briggs to come upon?
A room that is a hologram of exactly how the hologram machines work, so that we can reproduce them even better.
Oh,
that
man,
could be like
it's
a
a maintenance
full of dirty
room.
heretics.
It's a blueprint room with all the blueprints that are ever going to turn up in this show.
Why
It's an
can I find that room?
anchortorium.
It's just a single. It's a black room with a single shaft of light, and inside is a revolving hologram of how to build an anchortorium.
Okay, so what you actually find
Okay, yeah, tell me.
is let's say it's a not a hologram room. It's got many slightly more improved kind of servitors equipped with the equivalent of training weapons. It's got a bit of an armory, nothing amazing, nothing archeotech, just standard Imperial las guns and things like that. It's basically a training room, big training room. Adonai, you improved it, right? So it wasn't.
Yes. So it is a success.
Okay, so it is a success. Adonai, you wander into a room which is like, it's very decadent, it's very like opulent, and
Something like maybe an Arabian prince sort of pillow palace? maybe.
Like something along those lines. Like, you know, it's very got very big cushions and sofa. You know, the equivalent of sofas, this kind of thing. It looks like a place to lounge about. But there is a in the center. There is a big ball with lights like flashing around. Like, so it's kind of like a disco style idea. Except for they seem to have a sequence and a pattern. And I'm going to need you to roll willpower.
Oh, goody.
Oh shit! It begins.
It begins. We're done. Any modifiers?
Do it well.
Nope.
Damn it.
Hey.
I have succeeded my willpower.
Yes, you feel like you want to sit down and watch this forever, basically. But
This is
you
how
know,
the money gets
But
made.
I don't.
no, you don't. You realize, like, you know, you do you have Forbidden Law archeotech or anything like this?
No.
Actually, sorry, this is Forbidden Law xenotech, I believe.
Nope. Oh. Okay, I still succeed, but just barely.
Okay.
I actually have -5 willpower against alien artifacts.
Oh, okay. No, yes. So,
I still succeed. It's just a 0.2.
I'm trying to see if you have anything you can roll to figure this out.
I mean, a lot of forbidden lore about navigation and warp. I've got sign of science, scholastic lore, astromancy. Yeah, no, I did.
Let's give this. I'll say, if you would like, you can roll Forbidden Law. You can roll Forbidden Law navigators or where's the other one? Scholastic Law astromancy with a -40, -50, I think. This is just this.
Sure.
You may have heard of this.
Nope.
You have no idea what this is. It's very beguiling. It's pretty lights and everything, and you do feel yourself kind of drawn back to it.
But by the way, that was a -1.1 on a 29.
Yeah, it's not something you would have heard of unless you have Forbidden Law.
Yeah.
Tech or something like that. And I believe our last is Harmony.
Yeah, 3.5 because I upgraded it.
Okay.
So I have an idea.
Okay.
Oh.
I want this room to be a very large room that is a recreation of Earth.
Like a complete...
You mean Terra?
Terra, yeah, the lost planet of Terra.
Not
Lost.
It's not lost?
No.
Wait, what was I thinking?
It
Oh,
is-
sorry, I'm
is-
thinking of stars without number. My bad. Like,
Yeah.
I got my sci-fi.
Terra
mixed up.
is the Mecca. It's where the God Emperor is. It's where our seat of our religion is.
and it-
Remember?
Is
Praise the Emperor.
So what would I mean? Is that very pleasurable? I don't know.
No, it's not. It's not even a habitable planet anymore. It's just a bunch of buildings, and those buildings are filled with millions of teeming.
Okay, so
inquisitive
what was
and
your
religious
idea,
fanatics.
Sheepdog? Then sorry, I got my stuff confused with a different
Okay.
game. So
So you walk into the room. It is...
get on the floor.
Think like the Matrix when they first go into the program.
You mean the white room, the ready room?
It's completely blank, and you can't see how far it extends.
So this is actually the holodeck.
What's Harmony thinking about right now?
I maybe about like I don't know if I'd be thinking really about anything in particular, but like it would probably be something to do with you know, like, oh, fuck, I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know. I honestly
give
don't know.
me-
You put me in the spot there.
Yeah, sorry. Let's try this a different way. What
How much he wants a sandwich?
Boing.
All the people you fantasize about sodomizing.
is there any kind of
Bing.
are there any kind of secret wants or desires that Harmony has that he doesn't get to fulfill? Like, and it can be as simple as, like, you know, sitting down with his sister and having a chat, or his family, or, you know, just whatever.
Well, I mean, my secret want is to know more about what's been harboring in my dreams.
Okay.
Um,
So, what manifests in front of you is Ilva, the representation of the Eldar Warlock in her full kind of battle attire, and 2 chairs. And she sits down and motions to you.
okay, I sit down as well. I'm just like, I know you're not real, so let's start with that.
What do you mean?
I like look around. I was like, there's no way you're on this planet.
I am here. I'm on this planet.
So I've been in my dreams before. I'm a lucid dreamer. I sort of like look around, just like, why are you wearing clothes?
Can you rephrase the question?
Why is there things covering your body?
This is how your mind presents me.
Got it. You are in my mind. Ah. Fantastic. Okay. So what is this room?
This room was designed to draw out the secret, hidden desires of people as best that could be represented, and provide them with either closure or basically, I can't think of the right word off the top of my head, so I've kind of ruined this. But yeah, it's basically to deal with. It's almost like a psychiatrist room, basically.
Okay. And it's like, well, I mean, my closure will come when when I deliver you the head of your enemies. I'm not sure why you would appear in front of me here.
Why do you wish to deliver the head of my enemies to me?
Because you offered a more in-depth relationship if I was to bring you the head of a Dark Eldar. You know this. You're in my mind.
I manifest your desires, your secret wants. I don't know everything you know.
Okay. So if I wanted a really big sandwich right now, would you be a really big sandwich?
There's already big sandwich on the table next to you.
If I eat this really big sandwich, is there gonna be any more sandwich left after I don't have a desire for it anymore?
It doesn't taste of anything, and it doesn't fill you up. In effect, it's basically.
I feel like a blind man who only has books that don't have braille in them. Even though technically I am blind. You get the meaning.
We can't fulfill your physical needs.
I sit there and I just, I scratch my chin, and then like a sign appears and it drops out of the sky and hits the ground, and I pick it up and it's like the blue ballroom, and I'm like, oh, that's a perfect name for this room.
You can ask questions. I will answer them. I may not have the answer, but sometimes the asking of the question is the point.
So I scratch my chin, I'm like,
Would you like to take the red pill or the blue pill? Sorry.
let me ask you a question. Feel free to, say that you don't know. Why is it that a Dark Eldar is willing to communicate with a human in the beginning, in the first place? An Eldar, sorry, not a Dark Eldar. Right.
And there's kind of a fairly significant pause. And then the reply is, the Eldar are ancient and capricious. Is that the right word? Sorry, I'm not...
You're telling the story.
The Eldar are ancient and mercurial. Everything they do is for their own aims. They tend to be arrogant. That is one of their flaws. They tend to think they know better. So they will very often, if they think it benefits them, work with the Imperium, work with humanity. In the end, it is always to further their own goals at the detriment of others.
Oh, I mean, if you look like you do in person, I'm willing to be under that boot for a little bit of time, if you know what I mean.
No.
I mean, I would let you step on my testicles a little bit.
Is that something you desire?
Kinda.
A big boot comes down and stomps on your testicles. You don't feel it, but it happens.
Again, the blue ballroom is the perfect analogy for what I'm thinking right now. Well, this has been fascinating and ultimately pointless. How about you, Oh, actually, if you're my innermost desire, what's going on with my dreams? What can you tell me about that? I mean, you're kind of just like an open door to my psyche, right? So, what's up with that shit?
Your dreams are... As you tap into the warp and as you tap into the immaterium beyond, you can open passages into your mind. It is most likely that you are dreaming but are not dreaming. There is aspects of reality in your dreams.
Is my brain always this much of a dick to itself? Because
Yes.
you could have just, you could have just told me like, yo, I don't know. But instead you gave me this like proverbial, I look at the sign again, I'm like, this is a fucking perfect name for this room. I go out, I just start walking out the room, and then above the door, I just hang the sign. I'm just like, all right.
As soon as you pass through the thing, it disappears. As soon as you pass through the door, the sign disappears.
Yeah. And it's like,
Blue ball again.
yeah, just
Can
like
you
I'm
get your
holding it,
sign?
just like, oh, man, it's a final blue ball.
The final blue ball.
Yeah, so in effect, what you guys have here is multiple rooms, which are clearly designed for specific avenues of pleasure and these kind of things.
So I'm curious, are we going to be turning this planet into a pleasure planet?
No, we're
Are
going
we-
to be taking our technology and making hollow suites. We're going to be Quark on DS9.
We're going to make a satellite, like a space station?
Ooh, that's quite an idea. Maybe it'll be a space station pleasure play.
You do have the Orc Rock.
Sheep, 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 sheep.
Yes.
That is him.
Can you?
It's actually
Can
Daddy.
you? Sheep
That's
do.
right.
Sheep do.
It's
Can
actually
we-
Daddy do now.
Daddy do.
It's actually Daddy Sheep do, but whatever.
Daddy sheep do.
I'm not calling you any of those things. Can you move a space station through the warp?
I mean, you tie the Engatorium to anything, you can move it through the warp, all right? That's how that works.
So you have currently the planet, you have another like gaseous, crappy planet, which is orbited by the Orc rock in this system. So what you could do is you could move because Orc fortress space station.
No, you don't understand.
Okay.
Can I move a space station through the warp?
Probably not.
Are you sure?
You could maybe spend a lot of money and retrofit it to be a giant spaceship. I would impose a lot of money penalty.
No, I'm not talking about the Orc rock. I'm saying, can I have something as big as a space station move through the warp? I mean, there are really, really big ships, right?
Yeah, there are really, really big ships. It would cost a lot, and it would take, like
Just
you could
tell
work
the
towards
GM
it,
what you want to do, so he can say whether it's possible or not. Like,
yes, technically speaking, yes, you could turn a ship into a pleasure palace and have it move.
Yeah, I want to take my pleasure palace to the money and park it over noble planets, and then just have like, hey, it's like a circus. Like the pleasure dome is in town, and everybody flies up to the pleasure dome and has a whole bunch of great times, and we drain the planet of its money and then move on to the next one.
Hell yeah, that is totally possible.
so why don't you just make the second ship that we got into the pleasure dome?
Because that's tiny.
It is tiny. Yeah.
It's baby small.
Or, suggestion, you get Mersum to figure out the technology.
He's already done it.
We get the technology.
Uh-huh.
We send the technology back to our families with a
No.
I'm sorry, does the Briggs family have a lot of pleasure vessels just floating around the Imperium?
No, but we're going to have one now. We're going to buy pleasure vessels. You make money where you take the opportunity. You got to seize the opportunity by the blue balls.
I remember
How
when
much
this
money
game
do
was
you
about
have
adventure.
there, Beckett Briggs?
At least for a profit factor, but I think more.
So,
we'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll
get there.
One thing I will say is that it won't be as successful without this specific technology, because this is like pristine archeotech.
So we could bring people here.
Yeah, and there is some xenotech as well. The other what you would make would be based on your technology and would be massively inferior. So it like the Imperial technology does have the ability to create similar things.
Sheepdog. Let me run this by you.
Okay.
Since we're doing other stuff right now anyway, is it possible to make it a long-term project to recreate this technology more accurately?
Honestly, like
significant study, like disassembling a couple of these rooms.
I don't know what the big problem is. You can make this planet into like the gladiatorial arena and pleasure
There's
dome.
like 4 rooms.
There's probably about 20.
And you're going to have 700,000 Imperial guardsmen fighting each other all the time. People will pay to watch that shit.
You could very easily set up viewing stuff as well if you wanted to kind of like have the people
build a hotel on top of this bitch, right?
Where people can watch Imperium soldiers fight to the death.
Exactly. They can stay there. They can have some nice food. They can come down. They can go to the blue ballroom where they can just get their eternal desires kicked in the nuts without feeling it. Like,
but if that's their thing, that's perfect.
I mean, I tried it, dude. I tried to get that Eldar to step on my testicles, but nothing
Look, this
happened.
is all, this is...
Try to get that Eldar.
This is all in the future anyway. We can talk about the pleasure stuff later. We have a menagerie of animals to go get.
We can make a zoo here. Like, we could do anything.
Yeah, basically this is a huge underground complex with lots of big rooms.
So after my crew spends a sufficient amount of time relaxing and maxing all cool on the beaches and etc., and once the bridge crew feels adequately beach episoded, we're gonna recall everybody, and I'm gonna call Adonai to the bridge, and I'm gonna say, Adonai.
Yes, Captain.
All right. You've forged a new path between Briggs's Royal and Grace.
Yes.
Well done.
Do it
but
again.
it's time that we'd made another jump.
Does he get like a +10 for having like, you know, being well rested and tanned? Looking fabulous, I might add, Adonai.
Now we're either going to go straight to Cobalt, which
Isn't
is
that
the
like
ice
a
one with the
million
ice
miles
worms.
away?
So I will say this: like, it's still, you know, possible to get the ice worms, and you know, it's not a terrible idea. But
He just made like a 3.5 sector jump, and this is a
Oh, yeah.
4 sector jump. Like it's not that much worse.
no. What I'm saying here, and also these are kind of representative of like this kind of thing, but it's not. Don't take it as solid fact.
We'll see how I roll for my roll.
So the ice worms, like the underground complex, is a lot bigger than initial scans showed. So the ice worms would present some problem. You would have to probably expend money to make the underground complex.
So we're going to Burn Scour.
Okay.
Um,
I like the you would have to spend a bit of we're going to Burn Scour, fuck that plan.
All right, Captain. Well, so
I'm looking at the map here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at the map. Burn Scour is a little ways away. I don't think you want to. I don't think we want to try and go straight there.
Not a great plan.
So, but I'd like to do it in 2.
So Briggs's Royal to Foulstone, Foulstone to Burn Scour.
If we're gonna do it in 2, we might want to not make one of the 2 jumps more heavily weighted than the other. Perhaps
Briggs to Jarosol to Burn Scour.
Where's Burn Scour?
something like that. Maybe even Lucian's Breath. I don't know what's there. It's a mining world. It might be nice to have a path to a mining world. We might need mining world goods. What's that Jarosol? It's a death world? I like death worlds. No, it's a dead world. It's the opposite. It's totally
Jarosol-
uninteresting.
We could go to the Agarian Dominion.
What's there?
That's special.
Oh, well, good for it. What, do we have any intel on the Angarian Dominion?
Roll me a common law Koronus Expanse.
Where is this fucking planet you're trying to go to? I'm trying to find it. I can't see
It's
it.
in the upper right.
So we're trying to go to where?
It's 2 squares away from the, like, big chart O planets.
Oh.
I do not have common lore Koronus Expanse. There isn't even a thing that lets me get it.
You can ask one of, you know, I think Blur maybe has it.
Blur, you have people who have common lore Koronus Expanse. Start rolling on the Agarian Dominion.
Do it.
Good job, Blur. Finger guns.
That is a really good one.
She suits you with her nosy.
That is not.
Nah, I'm busy.
Arr.
Busy, Kevin.
Arr.
I got sand in places you don't even imagine.
Don't you just have like a shakedown function?
Wasn't it also virtual sand that disappeared the second you left the room?
I'm not good at making excuses.
That's just what he comes back with. I'm bad at lying.
So, you don't know anything specific about the Agarian Dominion. You do know that Lucian's Breath is fairly heavily defended, as in, like, it has its own, you know, kind of like security force, including ships, or some at least. The same goes for Milesial. So, the
penal.
most, yeah, penal.
But we're allowed to stop in their system, so we should go to Lucian's Breath, which is safe.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, from Blur's knowledge, you would know that the safest, along with quickest route would probably be to Foulstone, Lucian's Breath, Milesial, and then Burn Scour.
Except for that's 4 jumps, and I want it in 2. Lucian's Breath, Adonai.
Okay.
That is a long jump, Captain, but if you want it done in 2...
I trust you. Do it well.
If you want it done in 2. He said, trepidatiously.
Where's Lucian's Breath?
Believe in
Oh,
the me
I
that
see.
believes in you.
So
I
you're
see,
going
yeah.
from Briggs's.
Briggs's Royal all the way to Lucian's Breath.
Now, you say it's a long jump. It is literally exactly as far as Grace to Briggs's Royal. So it's what we've already done.
You can't, as I was saying, like, this is a representative
it's
map. You can't know that for
figurative.
sure. Yeah, it's not. It's
Okay,
Not,
so that means it could be closer.
yes.
All right, so this is for my estimation of how long it will take us.
Okay.
How long do I think it's going to take us?
7 years.
You're not sure currently. Give yourself a second.
Use
Okay.
I got a minus
one.
1.9, so
Yes, I saw. Okay, so. And you failed the roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
which is not terribly surprising because I've never been to this planet. So
Also not surprising because you rolled a 97.
yeah, I mean that too. A 97's gonna fluff.
Get those out early where it doesn't matter. We don't care about estimations of
Okay,
distance.
so this you know, it's an easy run. It's probably going to take like 20-30 days. No problem.
20-30 days, Captain.
Excellent.
I'll barely have enough
Despite
time on my
all of the
servitor.
things I previously said, I'm pretty sure it's going to be an easy run.
It's
All
gonna-
right, excellent. We should invest in like cryostasis. I'm sick of just sitting around while we warp to places.
I would rather sleep for my entire life.
Cool!
Nice.
Get awareness, bitch!
Where's the
Ooh,
Emperor?
yeah.
He's right there. I can
I'm
see
gonna
his
take
balls.
this warp jump and I'm gonna go elbow deep.
So, I really know where the Astronomicon is.
The Emperor's
Real
just
good.
like, hey.
Hit the Emperor shot a flare. I'm here.
Yes, so you very much.
All
Very
right,
much
so
so.
now I shall chart my course. How difficult is this course, bud? You get to set this.
This is fairly difficult. I'd say this is probably going to go minus. I don't want to adjust it because you did really well on your awareness. Like,
No. My awareness is only where the Astronomicon is.
Yeah,
You
no, I know,
determine the difficulty of this trip. It has nothing to do with anything else.
Okay. Yeah. No, I know. So I'd say this is probably gonna be minus 20. So like challenging, I believe.
Okay. So plus 60.
Do it well.
Plus intelligence 70. Plus 10 from the ship 80. Minus 20. So plus 60.
I mean, I'd love to be like, oh no, this is really difficult, but you know, it's a long run. It's not necessarily a difficult run.
8.5 degrees of success.
I remember when we used to fail these rolls.
Me too.
Long
good.
time ago, in a galaxy actually not too far away.
Why we don't want to fail the narrative doesn't want us to fail these rolls. We want to
And
go
failing
interesting
the-
places.
Honestly, you generally don't fail these navigation rolls. That's not what makes the navigation difficult. It's the chart of terribleness.
Yeah, it is.
All right, now I have to do another
Sorry.
navigation test.
That was your charting the course, right? And that
Correct.
determines how long it takes.
Correct.
Okay, so it's gonna be in a quarter of the duration. Okay, let me figure that out.
Well, here's the thing.
So
If
my
you,
estimate may have been correct.
if you fail this roll, right, we could spend 30 days in there, which gives us a million tries.
If
at the
I fail
chart
the
of
charting the course roll,
I lie.
we will spend
Oh, right. Sorry.
an incredibly long time in the warp.
rolling on that table all day.
2
every
degrees
day.
of failure on this roll means that we reach the warp in 4 times the amount of time that the GM set for it to be.
So 90 days, like 3 months.
Fuck.
Well, no, that was my estimation on a failure.
So I
It's
lied.
Probably longer.
So he lied. It most likely would have taken us about 50 days. That would be my guess.
Huh.
So yeah, we would have spent most of a year in the warp.
That's the way I like it.
I would have killed you all before that was over. About
That
6
is
months in,
how
I'd start
space
being
works.
like heresy, 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 heresy,
This
heresy,
is why.
heresy,
This is
heresy,
why you
heresy.
need a beach on your
Heresy,
ship.
heresy, heresy, heresy.
Oh yeah, can I install that?
What, heresy?
No, can I install the heresy generator on the ship?
Downloading heresy.exe.
You want to download a heresy, would you?
Okay, so you're doing. Yes.
All right, that was my steering the vessel.
Okay.
All right, so we're arriving pretty quick. So how long are we in the warp, mi amigo?
40 days.
40 days. That is a lot of rolls on the table of terrible.
Well, if you consider the fact that that was a quarter of the actual time it should take.
Yeah.
So that's
yeah.
what, 16 rolls because you do it twice every time.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Let's do this and succeed 8 times. I'm sure it's fine.
Do it well. Mersum commands you.
Mersum commands me. All right.
That one.
Yeah.
It's a plus -1? What?
No, it should be. It's
an 85. It should just be a roll.
It should be 20. My keyboard's doing stupid things on the numlock, so that should have been 104, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, that's 2. We need 8 of these bad boys.
Okay, wait a minute. You just rolled the same thing twice?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, no, I rolled an 85 plus -1, and then I rolled an 84 plus 20.
Got it.
2.
Okay. So roll. Which one would you prefer? You have shoals and reefs or visitations?
I will take.
Visitations, do it.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
You know what? No, I'll take shoals and reefs because that will give Blur something to do. So let's resolve this before I continue to roll.
I like that
Okay,
she's drunk at the
so-
wheel, falling asleep, and then there's like, oh, it's a
Okay,
fucking
so
Barry
shit. We are right now 13
I like to think
days
you have a comical
in your
size
warp
steering.
travel.
like a
13
bus.
days in your warp travel. The vessel runs afoul of warp shoals and reefs that threaten to break it open on jagged fragments of false reality. A good helmsman and a skilled navigator are required to pass unscathed.
So basically, we landed in real life subforum of Reddit right now.
Yeah.
So
So-
I'm gonna need a navigation roll and a pilot roll.
So can I roll my navigation first and add a bonus to his pilot?
Yeah.
All right.
Do it.
So
Captain.
navigation warp.
Do well.
I love how much of a fucking joke that 10 plus 10 is. Can I just say it's like Captain, do you want to do well? Yeah, fuck it, man, whatever. Like,
I guess do well, whatever, man.
3.3 degrees of
Hey.
success.
All right, I'll give that a plus 10.
do well. Plus 20.
Hey.
All right.
Take that, reality.
So yeah, you get a bit
Oops, there goes
buffeted and stuff.
gravity.
You don't.
Back to it. Oops, the ghost gravity.
I'd say at best it delays you maybe a couple of hours. Like it's just a really bumpy part of the.
Oh, but you know, a
Just as a
couple.
note, though, if we had failed that,
That's strange.
the ship dies. Just
Wait a
drop
minute.
Brief note.
You had a choice between visitations and something that could destroy the ship, and you
Yes.
chose that could maybe destroy the ship?
Blur hadn't been doing anything.
You know.
I like the idea that you're just
My
like
ship would have been fine.
in your mind's eye, like you got your third eye open. You just like you see like a giant like jagged edge of reality that could literally destroy time and space itself, and a
To-
ghost.
To
And
be
it's just like,
fair,
hmm.
to be fair, Wreckage, you don't know what I was going to do with the visitations. I think you'd have preferred the possibility of the ship getting destroyed.
All right, let's
I would
continue
rather
on.
die
We've got
than
3
do
successes. Well, three things.
3 passes.
Oi. Okay.
Ah.
4 things.
Oh.
Not better.
So you have shoals and reefs again, or lost time?
No, shoals and reefs. We got that. Come on.
It's up
Okay, shoals and reefs.
What's,
it
what's
is.
hang on? What's
Captain
lost
decided.
time? Is lost time
I
just
don't
like
want to
some
lose any time.
someone
So-
just loses their watch down a hole and it's like, oh man.
So what happens?
I lost my watch.
Okay,
What
so
happens is-
if it's lost time, time contracts and expands during the voyage, and though it may take but a few days, the crew will feel as if it's months or more have passed fraying their sanity.
Oh, cabin fever? Sweet.
So, Blur, how you feeling? You feeling shoaly or?
I got this. We got
All
this.
right. Let's
Okay,
do
so
this.
the reefs and shoals that you previously encountered actually caught up with you.
What the? What
And
the
you're-
fuck?
We
then-
watched them pass outside the side of the ship.
Yeah,
And then
They roll down the window, flip us off.
plus 20.
I like the idea that Beckett Briggs is looking out the window and he leans over and pushes the little button down to lock the door.
I think this time you actually dissipate. Like, you're so skilled with your flying, it dissipates the shoals and reefs.
Oh, you're like Jackie Chan in the
And-
Suit movie.
Because that's a really successful roll. The next time you get shoals and reef, it cancels. It won't be anything.
Okay, so how many successes are we on now?
For this run, so if you
So 5. So I need 3 more. Let's
can...
go. Nice.
Okay.
6.
more. Ah!
No.
Ah!
So that's a choice of shoals and reefs. Stop rolling these fucking.
which cancels out. It goes
Yeah.
away.
That's a
So
choice.
we're gonna take shoals and reefs.
Shoals and okay.
All right, one more.
One more.
Come
Come
on,
on.
do something fun,
One.
guys.
Hey.
Something fun.
One
Come
more.
on.
One more.
And 82. We're good. We're,
Yeah.
we're through. We're safe.
You're through,
Eh,
and you arrive at Lucian's breath.
By the way, we still have to do that one more time before we get to where we're going.
Oh no,
And
we're
then we
this is
have
the
to
end of
do
the
it
episode.
all the way back.
No, because we're gonna talk to Lucian's breath, people. You're gonna get new fate points. Don't even worry about it.
You can jump straight if you want.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
I mean,
Don't even worry, man.
this is the
They're
thing.
gonna have more fate points by the time we're jumping to Burn Scour.
I
Yeah,
mean,
boy.
Like, we do have a little bit of time left in the episode.
Yeah,
Would
but
you
we're gonna
like
talk to people at Lucian's breath. We're not just gonna blow through.
No? Okay.
Do you want to talk to people?
Yeah, I want to see what they're doing in mining. I want to see if they know anything about this Argarian Dominion. Maybe they do.
Okay.
Anyway, space
I'm
telephone.
working. I need to work on Can Man, so I need time.
I'm sure they're actually hail us. They're super.
You've literally had months to
I
work
know,
on.
but
Cam.
this is me as a player saying that I need to roll this whenever we.
Ah.
He's had a little bit of time for that. And,
Yeah, why don't we roll some Can Man stuff? Also, I assume they hail us.
yeah.
For the system.
Just kind of standard. Ho there, citizen. What's up?
Yeah,
I like the
I'll
idea
roll
that I'm
traders
on
up.
the bridge standing next to the captain and I start vibrating. Like, like, hang on, I gotta take a call. Hello.
Hello.
You've reached Keisha. What's up?
So yeah, you have a quick conversation with the equivalent of their space telephone.
Yeah, so what are you wearing? Khakis.
You know,
Ask them what they mine here.
and that kind of thing.
What do you mine here aside from iniquities?
Majority of what they mine is precious metals with some industrial metals as
I,
well.
I like put my hand over my mouth, and I'm like, hang on. I do the thing with, like with the speakerphone, but like with my,
Yeah.
I don't know, with my ear, and I was like, a captain. It appears they mine the things that you want, so you know.
Well, I don't want anything.
I mean, you want money, so they mine money.
Well, I'm sure they already have a buyer. Do they already have a buyer?
For money? Do you have a buyer for money?
No, they're
Yes.
materials.
They have a buyer for money, Captain.
God damn it. Adonai,
Yes, Captain.
why do I let Harmony on my ship if he doesn't even do his space telephone job?
Seems to me he's doing his job. He's talking to the
So how's the
other
weather on the mining
astropath,
planet?
is he not?
It's kind of spooky actually.
Hmm.
Ask them if they know anything about the Angarian Dominion.
Oh, do you know anything about the Angarian Dominion, by the way?
I thought you were gonna go like the Angarian Dominatrix.
Do you want me to ask? Are you asking me personally? Like,
No.
I don't know anything. About
I'm asked. Oh, they don't know anything about it, Captain.
Not the space telephone. The secure. They're one system away. Surely.
They got drugs there.
Captain, if I may make a suggestion,
Yes,
perhaps
Admiral.
ask who is the mayor of the planet or the.
Who's in charge?
Who's
There
in
you
charge?
go.
Floofles? What was that one that you wanted me to?
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm surprised Harmony didn't say that Angarian Dominatrix.
No, what was the name you wanted me to use?
Oh, Sam Worthington.
Sam Worthington
Yeah.
is the planetary god.
Well, goddamn it, it's Sam Worthington right here. You know, I'm gonna get my.
Please inform Sam Worthington that a rogue trader is passing through the system and would love to have an audience with him to discuss.
Tell his lordship, Sam Worthington, the 10-gallon hat, Lord of the Cheeses, and can entrepreneur himself.
Adonai, why is he still on my ship? Why am I not jettisoning him into space right
And I think the final scene is it swoops in on a
Floating
very...
harmony out in space, frozen.
No. It swoops in on a very mayoral specimen, a person just sitting there at his desk, you know, filling out reports and this kind of thing. He gets word of an incoming rogue trader ship, and he shouts out of his office to his secretary, Janet!
God damn it, Janet! Listen to me when I tell you, I don't want any more cheese whip on my desk.
Yeah, I know.
I think your joke was funny. What was your joke, Sheep?
Prepare the cheese board. Thanks.
So in case
I thought it was funny, it clearly wasn't.
So you need reference for this, but last episode of Night City, we had a character who just came out of nowhere called Sam Worthington, who is a big shot Texan who loves his Miracle Whip cheeses.
He loves the cheese and synthetic cow meat.
Yeah, he's
American way.
a rancher of synthetic cow meat. Yeah.
He was an interesting character.
That's pretty funny. A rancher of synthetic cow meat.
Yeah.
I find that amusing.
And then it fades.
You should go watch the episode because it was he saved a Russian bride from a life of slavery. I don't know. It was a good character. Anyway, guys, I think how about we put a curtain call on today's episode? Yeah.
Can I
Alright.
make I vote for the building of Can Man. Every episode I do one roll on him and
Okay.
see if I successfully put them together.
All right.
this
So
will
what are
be
you building
Can
now?
Man.
His lower half or his upper half?
Hit it.
What am I doing? Is this tech or Medicaid?
This would be tech.
Tech. Oh yes. We have to decide what are we putting on. To be success. All right. So this is going to be his head. So
Okay.
whatever I'm doing to his head, I'll look up like head implants and then I'll put it in there. So,
I like the idea that it's like Pinocchio but with cans.
yeah. Oh yeah. Have his face. Half his face is his regular old face. The other half though is metal that's just covered in like his old cans. So there's like a bunch of different labels of his cans covering his head.
It's just like a straight plate that just says Pepsi on it.
Or as Peachy Pix would like to say, Beppers.
Pepsi.
Oh, no.
Pepsi.
Hmm.
Anyways,
No.
Can Man is growing. Yes.
It's alive. So yeah, there you go. That's the end scene is the horrible abomination of whatever Mercy was building.
One eye opens. It's in the shape. His iris is in the shape of a coffee bean. All right, guys. Let's do some shout outs. Let's start off with Mr. Jonas.
Hey, I'm Eujune. I'm a variety streamer on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/Eujune. If you like RPGs, if you like roguelikes, if you like watching fat bearded men be terrible at talking and video games, you should come check me out. If you don't like those things, I wouldn't advise it.
All right.
Why are you on Twitch?
Speaking about advising, let's go on over to my personal advisor, Mr. Taxidermist. What up, sir?
On that note, sell all stock in waffles.
Got it.
And then on another note, hi everybody, I am Tuxedomus. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Tuxedomus. Lots of tabletop stuff, so that's cool. More in the future, more other stuff in the future, hopefully, and more here on the die parties.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna be in the new game, so it's gonna be good.
heck yeah, gonna be a
Heck yeah.
sick darkness person.
Fuck yeah, I love.
What's the over under on female character?
Oh yeah. It's
It's
probably
vampire.
If I get my way, I can be both.
Yeah, actually.
That's cheating. That's gaming the system. It's gonna make all bets nullified.
I woke up this morning and my penis was in my vagina. What do I do? It's like,
I'm not gonna lie. I want to know when this show is. I want to be on it. I want to be a girl. just so I
Monday,
can
5 p.m.
roleplay
PST.
Tux. I just want to roleplay Tux. That's all I want to do.
Look, everybody slow down. Just slow down.
I'm crazy.
We're gonna go new meta in this nonsense.
Roleplay a die party member. It's brilliant.
We tried that once. It didn't work.
I
out
don't
that
think. Look,
Ah.
okay, Tux, you as an actual human being get turned into a vampire.
well. Are you even in your camera scene wreckage?
Yeah.
Oh, I barely see him.
Okay, thank you. Jesus Christ. He's just
I
sitting
went
in the
by-
dark like a fucking weirdo.
he's a council member from XCOM.
Literally, the
Good job, Commander. The alien threat continues to move across North America. No, but Tux, you as an actual you get turned into a vampire. Do you think you handle it okay?
You know.
If I got turned into a vampire personally, I'd be like, fuck it, man. Whatever. I don't sleep anyway.
It
Depends on what powers I get.
It's true.
Who bit me?
I did. It
Edward.
was me.
Oh, that's even worse.
I bet you. You get the power of not sleeping. What do you do
Oh,
with your
man.
time?
I mean, the thing is, in Vampire the Masquerade, whoever you have 1 dot of mind controlled towards the person who sires you
Giggity.
Oh.
on a 3 dot scale. So 3 dots is you will do literally anything they say, and 1 dot is you are really well disposed to them.
You're
And
open
then-
to the idea of like fornicating with me, like
Yeah.
that's
we
what
don't
one
need
dot
mind
means.
control for that. I mean,
Hey.
hey,
All right. Floof, what up, man? How you doing?
what up? Besides making incredibly awkward and terrible puns, I am also on Die Party 2 nights a week now. Other than that, on my channel, I'm over playing The Surge. I would be playing that for a little bit. I'm looking on the horizon for what's the new hotness coming out that I'll be excited to play. I haven't quite decided. We'll find out. But yeah, more Surge and roleplay in the future. And Gundam. Gundam is on the weekends.
Okay. Mr. Dr. Wreckage.
Hi, I'm Dr. Wreckage. Please, I beg you, join us for Numenera on Thursday. It's going to be a really good episode.
Cool. Yeah.
Also, like they said, World of Darkness is coming up. You will hear plenty about that in the coming weeks.
Mhm.
Nothing I can really add to that statement.
Yeah. Check the schedule. That's what you need to do. Check the schedule.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, if you're here now and you like this game, come watch other Die Party games. They're all good.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, we have Daddy Sheepdo. What up, sir?
Hey there, guys. I'm Sheepdog Gaming on YouTube. If you search for me, you'll find me. Yeah, I had a great time with this episode, to be honest. It was strange, but yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. And hopefully next week we are going to get to Burnscour and find out what's going on there. So,
Yeah.
Some fucky animals.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you haven't already done so, consider following the channel. And if you're feeling real saucy, subscribe. Get access to my cock. You can spread it everywhere. It's really good like that. Tonight we have board games with Beta Bros. Not sure what we're doing, but you'll be more informed on that. A couple hours time, I'll be back streaming. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We outie. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.